morning, everybody. Welcome into the AEL University Elite Series here for Rocket League. It's time to get back in action, time to get kicking here. And Max, it's a pleasure to be on board with you once again. We got amazing matches on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I am super excited for today. One of our 4 teams have already punched their tickets to PAX, and there's a chance we could be seeing a second.
Oh, yeah. Keen to see how things play out. Keen to see how things go for whoever may end up on the fighting order there. We'll see how things go. But, what I like to see as to how things go is our sponsors. So, without further ado, I want to say a big shout out to none other than AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, a shout out to our noodle partner, Indomie, providing high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
That's it. We love our sponsors. A big shout out to them, always and forever there, Big love coming out to our sponsors there, and big love to our teams. I think we're going to take a look at how they are shaping up right now. We got our standings right here. As you can see, Macquarie going to be on top of Group A for the moment. Really solid run so far, unbeatable even. Macquarie pretty close behind there. QUT, one of the same. UTS and UQ in Group A having a bit of a struggle, but Group B, how are things shaping up over there, Max?
I mean, Group B, this is kind of where a lot of my attention is going to be on today. 2 teams still undefeated with New South Wales and UON. And so, of course, we got to do the only logical thing, pit them together. At the end of the day, only one of these 2 teams will remain undefeated. And if that goes New South Wales' way, well, they're going to be feeling very, very strong about themselves.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be feeling super duper good. And I am so keen to see how things play out for all of our rosters here tonight. We got some incredible games on the way. QUT and UQ to kick it off there. It's all looking super solid. And I'm just excited to see who's going to be able to get more solid results going in their favor. I think that we've had a solid run from some teams so far, but some more to come. But let's take a look at how the night is going to begin here. As you can see, it's QUT, it's UQ, coming at you in our best of 5 endeavors here, Max. And yeah, I'm ready for that 20-minute OT.
Well, I'm ready just for the El Clasico. I mean, look, there is a rivalry between QUT and UQ. Maybe not as much in Rock, but just, their proximity. They're each Brisbane-based schools. This is always a fun matchup, and I'm excited to see how these 2 sides, will play it out. I feel like even though we haven't seen, the strongest performances from UQ yet, they're going to bring it to that next level against QUT, and I'm hoping QUT will be able to sort of match that intensity I'm expecting to see from them. This is going to be a fun match.
Oh yeah, I reckon it's going to be a absolutely hugely fun match. I think we got a lot of good time on our way here. It's going to be great. I'm just excited to see what kind of moves they're going to be able to bring out into this one. Honestly, I think that there's a lot of fast-paced potential here, and I'm just all for it.
I'm just trying to think, when you look at other states, there's never there's always the University of New South Wales, right? But then there's no, and I guess UTS, but then UTS is Sydney, so you don't really get that rivalry, and you don't have 2 schools with Victoria in the name. I think it's just the fact that both of these schools have Queensland in their name just makes them want to beat each other. I don't know which other way how to put it. It's like they each want to be the Queensland University, right? So we'll see.
I think maybe it's a battle to see who's at the top of Queensland there. And honestly, I love that kind of rivalry, a kind of, inner state banter, I suppose. It's definitely creates a bit of positive competition, to say the least. It's kind of like a King of the Hill type situation. So great to see.
Yeah,
that.
It is. Well, if we go by Rocket League standards right now, QUT would be a bit higher up on that hill. But I have to ask, in situations like this, Like, are you more ruby or sapphire? Are you more, you know,
Emerald.
ground or water? Where are we going with this? Are you feeling
Emerald.
feeling the monkey, or are we feeling the shark?
No, I'm emerald. All emerald. Nah. Let's see. I'm feeling the shark here. You know, I'm feeling the shark.
Feeling shark. So you think UQ's got? I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Again, smarter prediction, I think, would go to the QT's way. They're higher up on that ladder. They've been performing, I think, more consistently. We're kind of seeing more of a QT form that we saw maybe towards the end of last split. So Mac and Jack, first, you know, round 2 didn't really go their way, but since then they've been very, very hot. I'm leaning on QT on this one. I think they are going to take it, but I do think we are going to get a series. And I know you're joking about the 20-minute OT. It would be fitting if it was this matchup that goes there.
Am I, Max? Am I? I'm trying to manifest that into our future, Max. It's going to be real. When?
Yeah.
You don't know, but it's coming.
It would be this series. This would be the one.
Least expect it. You know, it might come into your next couple of months. Who knows?
I don't want it when I least expect it. I want it for this one. I want it Champions Field, QUT versus UQ, 20 minutes. That is what I'm hoping for. I do believe we're moments away though from getting on to the pitch though. So thank you for bearing with us as we get ready to kick off. We're still in best of 5s. Like we're still not quite doing best of 7s yet. That's not for a couple weeks. Here we go though. Game number 1 underway.
Yeah, that's it. Underway and ready to stay. Let's see which way it's going to go. Already up high through the sky with some good control there, I'd say. Trying to stroll ahead of it. Oh, he's going to get through. Not today, Jacko. Nice push up the wall there. Gives them a bit of relaxation for the moment.
Yeah, a bit of a reprieve, but again, you know, first game, it's kind of hard to ever be relaxed in game 1, especially against an offense like QUT, where when they start clicking, they want to really shorten up the field. They want to be right in your face. Rink is going to be the one we look out for on the UQ side. Meanwhile, has been kind of a bit of that mech monkey, can get some pretty insane shots. OE as well has had some key moments. If they can piece something together, maybe we'll finally see UQ get a dub at the end of the series.
Let's see what they are going to be able to navigate together here. They are going to be sticking it out for the moment. Louis. Ooh, presence. Let's get it over, but they aren't able to keep it up there. Owie. Be trying to hit things over the top. Rink. Ready to sink it. Not going to be able to lock it down. That's trouble.
You know what?
Let's see how it goes.
I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give that one the benefit of the doubt. Here we go. Sidewall to sidewall. OE wants to play it low. Rink is there. Shots on, but not in.
Yeah, not in and ready to sink it through. Jacko upfield. Mac. Ready to yield the result. It's just not online. So close, though. I loved the potential, but now it's bounced all the way back. Oh, my gosh. Thought Rink was going to get a nice dunk in there, but not today. Close goal.
Not on this situation. Here comes Mac looking for the second touch. Not going to find it. Look, to go back to that previous play, I'm thinking, you know, we saw a situation, like we each saw Jacko disconnect. I'd like to think that they just didn't score because to respect it until Jacko came back for the 3v3. So I think it was very honorable for UQ to miss that net.
Yeah, we'll see what they are going to be able to do with it here. Ooh, Pimui. Demo, Ultraviolet, going to be out of town. Oe. Luckily, they swung back around. I was getting a bit scared for a sec there, but everything's okay, Max. There's no goal yet. Until now.
Nothing yet. Jacko looking for Mac off the backboard. Pimui, no, not there, but still get the pressure on. Again, this is more what I like to see from QUT. Short field, quick attacks, not allowing opponents to get momentum, which keeps the lighter touches, which keeps the shorter field. And they're just waiting for a defensive mistake. That could be it from Rink. Ultraviolet, though, couldn't get enough power for the pass. Wants to play around the corner. Mac is there versus Rink. Gets the 50, but not where he wanted to go. And now OE with boost actually finally gets it out from the orange side. And maybe we get to see some UQ attack.
That's it. We'll see what they can do here. They are going to be sticking it out. Ready. Lock it in. Not just yet. Take it nice and slow. Wait for that flow. Ultraviolet. Good hit. It will be cleared. Mac ready in the back. The physicality, though, stops their tempo. Jacko's on top of it. Oh, wait. Must stop it. So no one really able to garner too much presence as yet.
Not yet, but we'll see. Jacko will get the first goal. Post down and in. It was about to break. He felt like so much pressure against the dam. Eventually, they'd find the way through. Double commit. Each a little too slow to it. But realistically, it was the well-positioned shot from Jacko that makes it 1-0.
That's it. We'll be able to lock it down in the end. So, great stuff coming through there, and very eager to see. They are going to be able to get another one just like it. Ultraviolet not going to be able to garner too much attention off this one. Has to hold back for a second longer now. And oh, maybe there could be more. Maybe not. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Nothing crazy just yet. It looked like that was just a stylish redirect right there, but Rink wound up getting in the way. Rink now back to OE. Good pass back. OE gets good power, but Mac has it red already in the corner. Now a reset pass gets interrupted. Still sets up the shot. Ultraviolet, too much power on that one, but can't put in the shot. In the end, it was Rink who came through with the save. And now with 30 seconds to go, UQ might actually have something cooking. Yeah, they're cooking up something real good, aren't they? And see what Mac can do. Big shot. It's fended off by OE there. Trying to do more with it. They don't have long. They have to hit it in nice and quick. Otherwise, this game is going to be getting sent away from them. Time is ticking here, and the control favors QUT. They're bouncing it out and trying to lock it in. It's still somehow online here. What in the world is going on right now, Max?
Oh, if they get punished for not ending, that would be funny. It's not going to be the case, though. The ball will hit the ground. I thought for a moment we were going to see the punish. That would have been wild. Still, good win for the QUT side. They're coming out 1-0. Interesting game, because you look at the scoreline, Matsy, and you'd say, wow, that one was close, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
Until you watch the game.
Yeah, not really. It kind of just felt like QUT spent the entire game in the forward quarter of the UQ side. A lot more shots, obviously 10 shots to 3 kind of tells the story right there. But what was interesting was the couple times, like the less than a handful of times UQ was able to flip the map, they did apply immediate shooting pressure. So I kind of feel like we got to see QUT put that ball in the net a little bit more efficiently. But other than that, hey, pretty strong performance from the QT side. If they can keep this going, they'll be pretty happy with themselves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, I think consistency is going to be key here. I think that it's a solid start coming into the series. You know, I did like the back and forward nature of it, where it was kind of the battle of who breaks the dam first, right? And then eventually QUT did, and they just struggled to catch back up there. So keen to see if now that the dam's broken in game 1, whether game 2 might go a whole different direction. You know, we're going to see 10 goals for both teams.
Brisbane is known for flooding. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Game number 2. Kicks this one off. Mac straight into OE, who is going to try to take this one all the way to the net. It's a little bit too high. Jacko there to collect. Next play off the backboard. That is a chance. Rink stopped by a pre-jump. Great play from Ultraviolet.
That's it. Incredible stuff coming through from them there. And there it is. QUT locking the first to burst onto the scene. It looks like the dams are open. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, someone check the water levels over in St. Lucia right now. 1-0 lead for the QUT side, of course. I mean, look, this isn't, you know, proper running away with it just yet. Not by any stretch. Still way too early for that. As the ball makes its way to midfield, there was a chance. Again, Jacko just well positioned. It feels like every single 50, QUT just has the ball red right now. And I have to admit, in the past, when UQ has gotten advantages, it's usually from a 50 off OE or a 50 off a Rink. That hasn't been the case this series. QUT has just been playing that little bit sharper, and it's making every sort of progression forward for UQ that much more difficult.
Yeah, exactly, Brian. Like, they're just, oh my gosh, just finding a lot more difficulty there, and UQ are going to be able to find a successful defense, so decent beginning. See, they can find a way to find their own end. Oh, not today. Huge stuff coming at ya. That is the way to kick things off.
So, okay, for starters, sick scoop shot right there from Jacko. Let's get things clear. Jacko's shot was sick. The 50 setup Jacko was immaculate. It was unlucky for Pimui, who was rotating around to try to get there and had the carnage of the 50 literally land on their car, so they weren't going to be able to go up there and contest. So a little bit of oops moment, an unlucky moment, as it were, but credit to QUT for taking advantage of that with a fantastic shot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really impressed with how they managed to pull things off here, and eager to see what else they are going to be able to do with this one. Stick things back for the moment. Jacko trying to drive it in. Not going to be able to send it home. Oh, we good for the defense there, but maybe not. Second innings, right over the top. Oh, third time's the charm. They do no harm.
Yeah, that was just good setup off the backboard. Ultraviolet then with the cross up, and Jacko puts it through. 1, 2, 3, everybody gets involved. And this, realistically, is what Game 1 should have looked like on the scoreboard, just based off the pressure that QT was putting on. Now we're actually seeing them finish, and unfortunately for UQ, they're going to have to really find a way to start winning these 50s, start creating space for themselves, or else they're in danger of this actually turning into a floodgate opening and scores coming pouring through situation.
Yeah, you love to see it. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And see, they are going to be able to do a little bit more. They gear their way forth. Ultraviolet up top. Pops down. Jacko, nice tap to keep it away from the goal line there. That could have been an opening, but it is shut out just as quick.
It is, as Jacko is going to take this one across the midfield. Pimui gets demoed as the ball makes its way. Mac, open net. 4-0 now. Oh, UQ, this is a bit unfortunate, but again, it's just situations right now where QUT is playing some of the best rock we have seen them play in a while. Like, they are hitting their peak right now, and that's unfortunate for QUT.
Series of unfortunate events there, I suppose. But see what other ventures they are going to be able to propose here. Mac, ooh, gets bypassed. Okay, I see you, Rink. They've finally been able to sink their first goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a pass forward to Rink, gets the light touch to be able to fake out the one defender, and in the net it goes. So after what was 5 unanswered in the series, UQ gets on the board and almost had a chance for the kickoff. A timely bump kept OE off the play. I think that just saved the game from being 2-4 as opposed to 1-4, which, look, it's a tough reach, but it is doable even in 2 minutes.
Even in 2 minutes, they are still going to be able to get a lot done here. So, see what they are going to be able to achieve now within these last moments of the game. Rink. Pressure up top. Mac on top of it as well, though. Tries to slip past. Will be kept in the corner. Pimui driving it forth now. Going to be stuck. Not enough power. Rink does take control of it for the moment. Mac now looking good for it. Big physicality, though. Keeping the ball out of their distance. That might change nice and quick. Yeah, nice stoppage. Rink still trying to drive for it, but QUT, they're being so tenacious with their defense.
Yeah, that they are. They're just not giving anything away for free. Demo, though, it could be how you force the issue. It allows Rink to get to the backboard. Defenders should have responded. Mac goes for the musty to clear. Pimui does get in their way, but Jacko's already underneath. OE has to play forward. Third, almost connects with Rink right there. So trying something a bit more dynamic on the attack. I like the mix-up. I like how UQ staying on it, and I like the goal even more. 2-4 game.
That's it. 2-4. gearing up for some more. So, let's see what they are going to be able to do into this next portion here. Time ticks down. Killer approach into this one. And there it is. They've killed it. They've done it.
Well, to quote Fiasco, all good, UQ reverse sweep incoming. So the faithful still believing in themselves, still believing it can happen. Whether or not, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, but it is starting to look all right. Game 3, UQ. We need more of that dynamic attack. We need more of those passes in front of the net. Otherwise, it could be a fast series.
Yeah, definitely could have a bit of a nice pacing to it. We'll see. They are going to be able to do here. They hold strong onto it. Jacko waiting patiently in the waters there. Nice pinch off the wall. Mac driving it up. OE stops it. Mac is just waiting so patient for more here.
There we go. Back corner. OE. Oh, backflips. Lets it fall. They just want to let it fall. They wanted Pimui to take the shot. And they're not going to get it. So timer hit 0. And as soon as the ball hits the ground, we're done. That shot. Oh! How was that not in, Matsy? That looked into me.
Yeah.
Looked into me.
It looked into
I don't know.
me, so.
I think we need to run go back and replay this game.
By framer?
No, we just need to replay the game. Start it from scratch. Start the series from scratch, in fact. Let's go back to game 0.
QQ would like that.
I think they would. I don't think QUT would. I think QUT would oppose that. Yeah. Well, unfortunate. Unfortunate for UQ there. Look, that goal wouldn't have changed the end result on that one. In fact, it could have made it a little bit worse for the UQ side. So it's going to be QUT up now 2-0. Match point. Very big match for them if they get this win again. They're continuing on what appears to be a trajectory for second place in Pool A. They're feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty great even, Max. I think that they're definitely doing a solid job so far, and need to see if they are going to be able to drive it home, you know, take a third and final game in their favor, or whether it could be the return of UQ into this next one.
What do you think? What do you think UQ needs to change, Matsy? I want to start hearing you get your thing, because I always give mine unprompted. So I'm going to ask you yours. How does UQ get back in this game?
I think they need to change their thought process. I think they need to approach this one like orcas.
Like what? Like orcas?
Or orcas, you know, killer whales.
Oh, you want them to bring out the predators in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. In through the corner. Ultraviolet staying on the play. He's going to win a nice little 50. Keep that ball held up high. Mac, though, won't be able to get the next touch. So instead, we come back the other way. Let's see what this UQ side can do. No seals in the water yet. I mean, we've already flooded. So the seals should show up, Matsy. So if we're going to get the orca approach, now is the time.
That's it. Now is the time. Time to prime up. Get ready to go. So, let's see what they can do here. Ultraviolet. Ooh, tries to hit it. Oh, he be one in their side there. Just absolute nuisance to the QUT side as they try and play the ball out of their zone, but it's still going to be there. You know, OE's on top of it. They have their teammates there to support them, so maybe they have changed their approach, you know, bringing out that aggressive energy. But looks like it doesn't work at all.
What the heck is this pinch? Ultraviolet and Mac, it's like the slowest pinch I've ever seen. But because of how forward UQ was playing, it just sails leisurely over their heads. That was a something. And I'm seeing, you know, again, I heard Fiasco's approach in the Twitch chat right there. Unfortunately, I feel like that kind of faith and luck was on the other side for that goal. Mac nearly gets another off the initial play.
Oh my gosh. There's more where that came from, Max.
Yeah. No, this is This is
Good
just
pass. Really good pass.
quick goal. Quick goal is a good goal. I don't know what to tell you. Get him on the boards. Yeah, QUT takes advantage of a good kickoff, gets themselves a second goal, 2-point lead. Pimui stops Mac from finding the shot. Rink tries to get there, but so too did Jacko. So ball winds up on the orange side. Ultraviolet won't get a chance to make the read. Rink, good little play off the teammate. Pimui now just wants to put a shot on. Easy save for Jack.
That's it. Easy save. We're going to be keeping them locked into this one. Nice tap over the top there. Pops it under.
Oh.
And locks it in. That was clean, Max. We need the replay on that. That was so nice.
I mean, going back to what I was talking about in the second game, that wasn't even a 50. Sorry, that was just a pinch. That was just pure power pinch off the ground right there. I thought it was a 50 or a dunk. No. Again, it's something about what QT has been doing very, very good, though, in every single situation where they're getting into like a 1v1 challenge. Just how they've been positioning their vehicles has been near perfect each and every time. I say near perfect because this, but it's been near perfect.
Crazy stuff. Wow.
I mean, look, that one wasn't very near, right? That was that was far from perfect for QUT, and it gets UQ back in this game. 2 goals, 3 minutes. We've seen it before.
We could see it again. We could see 20 minutes of fun. Ooh, so close, Pimui, but so far. Still, we're going to be in the back line, though.
I have to ask Matsy at this stage, if we go the entire Elite Series and we don't get a 20-minute overtime, are you going to be leaving disappointed?
Oh, I might cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think I am not expecting the 20-minute overtime. I've already kind of come to grips with that, so I think we'll be all right in that regards. But you know, this is going to be one of those situations. This is a Santa isn't real situation, Matsy. It's not coming. Here we go. Mac across the Ultraviolet. That shot's going in. 4-1 lead.
I thought he was real this whole time.
Well, okay. Counterpoint. Are you just going to let one random person across the internet tell you what you believe or not? If you believe in Santa still, go right ahead.
I believe in Santa and I believe in Max Formal.
Wow. Are you saying are you calling me Santa?
Yes.
Oh. Well, on one hand, I'm honored, and saying Santa isn't real is the exact sort of thing Santa would say.
Yeah, you could be evil Santa. You never know.
What? No, that was Bill Goldberg. Anyways, here we go. Minute 30 to go. Still a 4-1 lead. Not gonna see those shots in yet. As OE tries to throw it back over to Jacko. Ball sails over their head. Ultraviolet now will get demoed. And yeah, we're just hoping for UQ to get back in this one.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to be able to do it. Now, wow, big maneuver over the top, and they flop it in. Nice stuff coming out here from QUT. Just a smooth playing with such a finesse.
Yeah, easy dribble over the top. Defense, they didn't really have the resources to go up and challenge, so by keeping it high, Ultraviolet got the free touches they were looking for, making it a 5-1 lead. So, minute to go, 4-goal advantage. This series feeling pretty done and dusted in favor of the blue side. So, QUT, I mean, it's going to be another chapter of the rivalry between these two schools. Rocket League heavily favoring the University of Technology this time around. In fact, they're going to get another goal potentially. Nope, not this time.
Yeah, not this time and not today, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Ultraviolet. Get back and Mac. Ready. Pimui, one and the same. Good to push to midfield here. Just trying to further it. Yeah, he comes around the back though. Shake things up in the defense, but going to be sealed onto the roof. Where
Mac can go with it. Oh boy, that was a good start, but the reset will have the ball taken away. 10 seconds left. Last chance for the QUT team to, you know, really put a cherry on top of this one, but I kind of feel like we've already drowned this Sunday in cherries. It's gonna go their way. They win the game. They win the series. The ball just refuses to hit the ground, Matsy.
That's it. This will not go down until it does. So, without further ado, that is going to be the way it goes. Well played to both our squadrons there. Definitely putting in the hard yards. And you know what? It pays off. It pays off well. So, stuff coming out for our rosters. QUT going to be the one to lock it down in the first game. So, very excited to see what the rest of this evening looks like, because it's just started off with supersonic speed, honestly.
Yeah, quick win, and I wish I could say I was surprised by the results. I was hoping we would start to see UQ start to click. Pimui, unfortunately, again, just didn't have that impact that I think UQ needs, especially when they go up against, one of our potential semifinalist teams. Definitely one of the teams in the hunt for that top 4 finish. You need all 3 of your players just firing on full cylinders. And a recurring theme I saw throughout that entire series was OE and Rink getting involved, doing what they could, but they just wasn't that full team yet. And that's going to come with time. That's going to come with experience. But in the Elite Series, sometimes you don't really have that time. And now we're at a position where UQ, they're kind of out of time, I guess, to get a good seeding. Yeah. But due to the format, hey, they could always just run the gauntlet.
I want to see it. The full reverse. Started from the bottom, and they're clawing their way to the top.
Yeah, it would be a fun story. That's why you love gauntlets, though, right? That's what makes the gauntlet sort of playoff format fun, because you get to see, these teams really try and make that deep run and build that momentum and how far they can go. How far do I think UQ can go? Unless I see something drastically change, I don't know if they go that far. But I'm just taking a quick little peek again who they have next week. I'm pretty sure they get UTS next week, and that's going to be their most winnable series. I feel like if they can get that series, they can get back on the right track.
That's it. But, you know what else is on track right now? It's our interview with Mac!
Stop. I like the hands. I like the jazz hands. The jazz hands keep it good, keeps it fresh. 3-0, business as usual. Does this win mean anything more because it's against the University of Queensland, or is this just, another Wednesday night, another victory?
Just another Wednesday night, mate. You know how it goes. Take the win. Let's go.
Take the win. Let's go. Obviously, with that win, you guys on pace right now, looking like, again, a potential, second seed in Group A. You have Latrobe up next, and it does feel like that matchup is the most evenly matched up in the group so far. I think that's going to be a really telling matchup. How are you feeling about your chances against Latrobe?
I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. Me, Jacko, and UV's chemistry has gotten pretty good. We're stringing passes like there's no tomorrow. So I think we're pretty confident, and I think the game will be good.
And I think that's actually been visible in the game style, where in the past it's you and Jack have sometimes been like those forward players, and you've been able to synergize really well with backboard passes or corner passes and the likes. But UV has kind of slotted right in. Was it something where he had to adjust to your play style, or did he just kind of come in already playing like that, or have you adjusted more to his play style?
It hasn't been something we've focused on individually, but I think it's just naturally gelled together, and we found a method that works. So it's good.
Exciting stuff, being in that position. This is a tough series to talk about because it just felt so, I guess, check the boxes of what you're supposed to do, how you get the win. Obviously, when you look at Latrobe, they're going to be, you would think on paper, maybe a little bit more difficult of an opponent for you guys. Do you think the play style you've adapted will be able to handle itself when put under pressure?
Well, hopefully. I guess can't really tell because we haven't scrimmed against them or had that sort of experience. But I think after versing Macquarie, I don't know, I think we're capable of winning those kind of games, and I think it's definitely achievable.
All right, so last question then. We're going to assume that you beat Latrobe and go through in that number 2 seed, which means if things go as expected, you would go up against the number 3 seed from Pool B potentially to get into that semifinals. So if you had to pick a team that you think you're going to be up against from that other side, who do you think it's going to be?
I'll be completely honest. I don't know all the teams that are in that group, so I can't really say.
That's fair. You know, I'm just going to answer for you and say Griffith's been looking good recently, so it could be another
Let's
Queensland
verse
battle.
Griffith. That'll be good. I like
Yeah,
the
there
Griffith
it
matchup.
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Love it. Absolute aura farming all day long. And that's what we love to see. But Mac, congrats to you and your team. You know, once again, I think you've got a well-deserved win there. And I can't wait to see if there's going to be more on the horizon. So thanks so much for coming in with us here today.
Appreciate the time. Thank you.
There you go. Good stuff coming out from Mac there. Love to see it. And keen to see our next set of players. But while we get things set up for the next one, everybody, we are going to head to a break. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back, everybody! We are back with some more AEL University Elite Series for some Rocket League. It's going to be exciting stuff on its way through, and I am keen to heat this one up. We got Max in the chair right now. And Max, how you feeling about our game so far?
Game one, look, it depends what you look for in a Rocket League game, right? If you want to watch a team play very, very well up to their potential, look like, you know, to be maybe that team to take down one of the big two, you would have enjoyed it. If you like competitive back and forth series, not as much, but who knows? Maybe this one will be different. Maybe this one will be that, you know, closer head-to-head matchup that we're looking for. Griffith University about to play Deacon.
That's it. You know it, you love it. And you know what I love to see? It's our rosters. We got Deacon represented by Bluey, HD, and Psycho. And Griffith going to be represented by ADOS, Paz, and Exile. Now, you were talking in our interview before, Max. I feel like maybe you got a bit of hope for Griffith here.
Yeah, I mean, Griffith as a team, I think they played very, very well last week. We had the interview with ADOS, and ADOS has been feeling very, very strong and confident about this lineup, and that confidence can be contagious, Matsy. And I feel Griffith right now is a team on an upward trend, whereas Deacon, we haven't really seen them, I feel, hit their potential as of yet. Bluey has had some great plays in the past. That's got to be a catalyst for Deacon if they're going to find success right now. They kind of need Bluey to perform, but we'll see how it all plays out right now. I think Griffith, they're coming in a little bit hotter than the Deacon side, and if they can continue that momentum, they'll be good.
That's it. Got a lot of work they got to put in, and now's the time to do it. We're into game one. Paz, we're going to see if they can jazz things up. Bounce over the top, blocked out. Nice blockage coming through from Deacon there.
Also, if we're playing the mascot game again, I have to admit, this one's very fantasy. We got dragons and goblins going at it. That's kind of fun. I like that. I feel it's a very red feeling matchup in that regards. Here we go, though. Bluey going to come down to the other side. Wants to try to get the angle, but it's a red matchup, not a blue one. Doesn't get the shot.
Yeah, how do you feel when Bluey's on the red team? I feel like they're an imposter when that happens.
Oh, they're on the blue side this time, so we're all good.
This time. Oh! Okay.
I am curious if they just lost track of where Paz was right there. HD bails the squishy, thinks there's safety in the corner, just threw it right into Paz, who almost looked like they pre-jumped it to get that shot. Good heads-up play from the Griffith side, 1-0 lead.
Oh yeah. Love to see it, Max, and keen to see how things get locked down into the corner now. Try and bounce it over the top. Psycho and Co. Clash in the skies. Bluey ready to receive. Won't be able to maneuver it as quickly as they'd like, but at least they can maintain control, albeit not in the right way they'd like it to be, but there's chances.
Chances, but they're not found just yet as we see some demos in the back corner. Paz gonna pop it up. Bluey will rotate back. Paz now off the side wall down. Is there a teammate there? Yes, there is. Exile makes it 2-0.
Oh yeah. Great stuff coming through from them there. They're going to be able to lock things down. Griffith on top of things all over again. And see if they are going to be able to get more through into this kickoff. Here we go.
Can continue that forward momentum. I mean, they're looking good right now. Bluey almost had the chance. Can't get it past that midfield line. That's all well and good. HD instead will get demoed as well. Double demo from Exile on an absolute tear. Again, Griffith, it does look like they're continuing the form that we saw from them last week, where they're just an aggressive team. Once more, opportunistic, finding good shots, and they've refound that edge that I think they were lacking for the first half of the year, going back to last season of the Elite Series. They found their aggressive edge. They found their willingness to commit, and most importantly, that stems from finding their confidence again. And this team is becoming scarier and scarier with each passing minute.
That's right. Each passing minute, each passing moment, there's more and more potential on the horizon here, and Exile is not going to be able to tap into it. They have been denied, but Psycho's there to take control, strolling through. AEST ready, waiting for their own moment. These chances don't come often, but when they do, they're there to save the day.
That was close. It was almost a moment, but we're not going to see it this time. Ball falls back down. Paz will now look to play around the corner. Wants to line something up, but isn't going to get the chance. AEST as well wants to get something centered. HD. Exile cuts it off midfield. So the back and forth starting and continuing right now. Still time on the clock, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm just looking at the total shots so far in this one, and it's been a low shooting game altogether. Only 5 shots in total.
Yeah, 5 shots in total, but I reckon they can hit 5 more very soon. Maybe not by the end of this game, but maybe. For now, though, we're bringing the boom demo coming at you, and into the corner we go, trying to pass to themselves. Not going to be able to delve into it. Going to have to hold back a little bit longer here. It's Griffith proving to be stronger for the moment.
Yeah, that they are. Here we go, off the side while Paz just wants to make the read. So does AEST. It felt like everyone from Griffith was just like patiently waiting to see what Deacon was going to do with the ball. And yeah, Deacon's going to have to find a way to increase the tempo in this one. And moving everybody forward might seem good in theory, not very good in practice. Nearly a breakaway goal against them.
Yeah, we'll see how they can find the fadeaway here. Oh, there it is! Deacon at long last, blast in and close the gap. One between them, 46 seconds. This impossibility might just be a little more possible now.
Yeah, that, you know, there's a possibility. 46 seconds, good goal back on the board. Let's see how the kickoff goes, and not quite in their favor initially. Still time on the clock, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough from here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if they can switch things up. HD. Ooh, and Psycho uniting for destruction. Demo time coming out in these last moments. But still a few more moments. And see what they can do. Gets over the top here. But the time is ticking, Max. I'm getting worried.
It is ticking away. Last chance, 5-second play. And they got to, well, find the shot. Psycho wants to set up in the corner. AEST's touch goes back, but it's high enough for Exile to make the read. Still, Bluey gets the setup. There was a shot opportunity from HD, but they're not able to put it on target. So that's going to be the game going to Griffith.
There it is. Solid stuff coming at ya. Into the first game there. So got a bit closer towards the end, you know. I was getting a bit worried it'd just be a 2-0 sweep, but Deacon managed to break their way in, albeit too little too late, but it's still great to see that they did manage to get themselves on the board in the end. So maybe now that they've kind of lit that spark up, we might be able to see a bit more competitiveness heading into game 2 here.
Yeah, I kind of hope so as well, because it did feel pretty Griffith favored for the first 3 minutes or so. But it wasn't perfect. I mean, again, while Griffith had possession for a lot of it while they were playing forward and we saw that confidence, it wasn't turning into shots for them. Like, only 4 shots aside from each team. I'm a little bit surprised by that statistic at the end of the game. I still think Griffith deserved the win. I still think they played stronger, but there definitely needs to be a little bit more for it to be a consistent Griffith victory. So yeah, late goal for Deacon certainly helped them. I hope they can play off it and we do get that back and forth series, but we'll see how this next one plays out.
Let's see how it goes as we flow our way on to the Forbidden Temple.
You got it. We got there. It's a good map.
I know the
Forbidden
map.
Temple.
Yeah.
You know, for Forbidden Temple, there sure is a pretty large crowd here. I don't think it's that forbidden.
Yeah, it's almost like an open temple.
That's, well, and they're all trespassing. Everybody you see on the screen right now is trespassing.
The formal place.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to do anything.
No.
Like a waste of a phone call.
And
they're expensive too. I wouldn't recommend it. Here we go. AEL shot, goal. 1-0 lead for Griffith.
That's it. Nice start coming at you from a Griffith there. You know, we only had 25 seconds to go by and already they reach high for an opening goal. So definitely are putting the power, putting some soul into their gameplay so far.
Some soul. Well, Soul unfortunately can't do the best kickoff in the world. Bluey nearly gets the goal. Good job by Paz to have the save right there. They need a bit more Soul to get it out of their own half, however. Yet Bluey just kind of gave up the space. Wants to send the pass, but ADOS was there. And again, it's passive play coming from Deacon in the early stages.
That's it. Let's see if they're going to be able to hit this with a fantastic approach here. HD. Knock back. Ooh, that could have been a vulnerability, Max. I'm kind of worried about things like that appearing now.
Yeah, right to be a little bit worried. That's for certain. I mean, it is almost getting Deacon into the net, though. They are getting some pressure out there, although HD, yeah, starting that attack from a little bit too far back, easily read by ADOS, and now we nearly go back to the other side of the map. Paz should be able to cut this off, but misses. So too does Psycho. A case of the Whiffle, sees the ball staying in the middle of the field a little bit longer than I think either time would like. Demo, bump, does it go in? No, it's off the top crossbar. That was a good chance for Deacon. Unfortunately, doesn't fall their way.
Yeah, not going to fall their way this time, but you know, that could change. There's always openness to changes there. We'll see. They are going to be able to shine a brighter, get their cars moving here and take it one step further. It's all stuck in the corner right now. ADOS almost bypasses HD though, sticking it out. Bluey one of the same, just keeping it on the Griffith side of the pitch here. Griffith struggling to push them out.
Yeah, struggling to find space, struggling to push it out, struggling to see what they can get. Continue along, still 2:43 to go on the clock, so plenty of time for things to get a little crazy, a little spicy, especially with Griffith struggling to find more shots. I mean, Griffith has only put one shot on during the first half of this game, and yet that's all that they've needed, Matsy. They still got that 1-0 lead.
Ooh. Really heating things up here, and let's see. Now they can go. Bluey reaches high. HD makes it low. Looks to keep that flow up. But Griffith, they're doing a good job just slowing it down now. Managing to redirect some of the hits that Deacon are trying to maneuver towards a goal here. So, albeit Deacon can get some of that possession back, they aren't able to keep it long enough to set themselves up here. Like Griffith, this counterattack definitely opens up the playbook a little more.
Yeah, you would hope so, but unfortunately for Griffith, I mean, it's sort of counterattack and rotate straight back, and I feel like with how passive they've largely been, all it takes is one mistake and this game is going to be tied. 100 seconds to go right now. Griffith, they just look so much more comfortable when they're on the attacking half, but they've been so hesitant to commit for it in a while now. They might not have a choice. Here we go. Ball's going to fall. Corner. ADOS cuts it off. Third member HD is there, but this is where you can see an exposed Deacon side pass. Wanted that shot. Needed more power.
Yeah, need a bit more power. Get some NOS in the tank, Max. We'll see. They are going to be able to find it. Griffith certainly do. And that is going to be that. Good stuff.
You say you need more NOS in the tank. Bluey. Yeah. Bluey had the NOS. They had the boost, but it just wasn't used efficiently. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so the switch is underneath the stick shift. So you got to flick that up, and then there's a glowing red button, and you got to push that red button, okay? 25% chance it's an ejector seat. So... gotta be willing to take that risk, though. Gotta risk it for the biscuit if you want to win Rocket League.
That's it. Gotta take risks, high risk, high reward if you want to take it further on Rocket League. And see if they are going to be able to get more from it. Then Asgar holds them back in the back line there. ADOS sticking it out for a little more. Their teammates doing a good job to keep things moving. Speaking of, good shot from Bluey there.
It's got to be a goal.
Not going to be able to lock it in, but they get it in the end. So, teamwork. Gets it over the line, but Max, this is very similar to game one.
It is similar. The late goal, we'll see if it works out for them. I mean, look, that goal came off of an awkward defensive touch. If you want to play top backboard like that in that position, you needed actually, strangely enough, less power, but I feel like they had to put some power to make sure it didn't go in the net itself. But just kind of a lose-lose situation, and off the kickoff, Nearly a goal off the rip. HD wants to play backboard, but this time Paz is there for the read. So 20 seconds left. Again, we're seeing Deacon desperate to get the equalizer. Can they find that shot?
Can they find that shot? Can they hit their marker? Can they get that spark here? It's all going to be tested with 5 seconds to go. They're hitting it through, giving it their all, but no, the ball is still up. Psycho desperately biting on. Oh, it's all over and out though. Game 2 goes the same way. Deja vu, been in this place before, and Griffith take one more.
Has played that ending sequence very, very smart on the backboard to actually hit the brakes just to make sure they'd been able to get the read, and they were the one who pushed it to the corner, I think, with like 1 second left. So well done to Paz right in that situation. Well done to Griffith as a team overall. They get a very nice, clean win, and now, yeah, I mean, 1 game away from our second sweep in a row, Matsy. We're feeling pretty clean right now. I think things are kind of going that direction, but for the second game in a row, Deacon's kind of let in shots. They've had opportunities. Griffith, they score a fast goal, and then they kind of try to park the bus, and I don't know, that strategy shouldn't work, but it has been, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it there is all I can say. So solid stuff coming out from our teams there, you know. If Griffith take it the same direction again, we are going to have a streak of games here, but I'm not going to, you know, lock that in. I'm not going to put that theory in, Max. You know, I'm still confident that there might be some kind of little something coming through into game 3 here.
Since Matt Pat retired, it's always dangerous to lock in theories. All right, yeah, you gotta be cautious. It's no longer a safe space in the theory world. Here we go, though. HD off the kickoff, and we have seen Deacon with more of the kickoff pressure at the start in a lot of these games. I don't know if that's going to continue this time around. Psycho just gets a shot on.
Nice and quick. That is exactly what you need for Deacon. You need to get those early goals, get yourself some kind of a lead here, and try and run with it. So, great to see they have been able to navigate through here and see. They are going to be able to pump over the top now. Good hits there. Exile's down, but they should be back by now. And we'll see what they can cook up here.
Yeah, we'll see what they're hunting for, see what they will find. Shots on off the top crossbar. Not quite in on this situation. ADOS as well is going to lose to Psycho. Ball makes its way to the net. It will be passes across paths, gets bumped down. Here we go. ADOS! No! Bluey! Nice save on the line.
It's demo time once again, and they are looking to see if they can bounce it down. Psycho going to be taken out. I think we're back in Demo City, Max.
Oh, we haven't been here for a little while. It's been a hot minute since we pulled up to Demo City.
We're back.
Yeah, you know, very inexpensive real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back on tour.
Okay, well, Bluey nearly makes this one a 2-0 one. Do you want to live in Demo City, though, really? Is this where you want to set up your life?
No.
Get a family? Raise a family in Demo City?
No. You
Yeah,
can.
I didn't. I'm not about raising families. I'm about that single life, baby. Here
You're
we go,
about
though.
raising chaos.
Bluey coming out the corner. Gonna go for the 50. Doesn't quite win that one out. So it's gonna be Exile diving for the play. Doesn't find it. HD trying to do what they can. Oh, Exile actually isn't gonna find a teammate. And yeah, Deacon has really become the more aggressive team since game number 2. And now it's working out for them, which is a promising sign. I want to see more. What was the first 3 minutes of game 1 Griffith? Where did that Griffith go?
Yeah, let's see exactly where this is going to go. ADOS, nice shot, locked down! Wow! That's what you like to see, Max. 1-1 now, all tied up.
Ultraviolet sticking in the chat, cheering on his old team right now as they're able to bring this one back into a 1-all game. I like seeing that. I think You know, we kind of in interviews, Matthew, we've planted the idea of like, you know, a Griffith versus QUT matchup to go to LAN or like both of them at LAN. I think we're trying to manifest it. The players certainly are. Paz certainly is, as they make it a 2-1 game.
That's it. All tied up, all locked down. We'll see if they are going to be able to drag something more across the horizon here. They are looking to take it one step further. Griffith on a top. No. No. No.
Yes.
Oh my. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not again. Thanks. Not again.
The kickoffs are just too good right now, and I feel for this defense. They're scrambling, they're panicking, but they can't get the read. And now we are on pace for another sweep, another 3-0. Granted, 2 goals, very doable. We've seen it before, and that kickoff almost went HD's way. But that's not to be the case yet. Bluey around the corner. Ball's going to fall in a dangerous spot. There has to be a shot, but there isn't.
Let's see what is going to go down here. What are they going to be able to do? Psycho. No control, HD. Ready to drag it up. AEL good to stop it out. Bluey tries to keep it on track. Not going to be able to make it happen. Psycho stops it in the back there. Paz tries to drive forward. I like how Psycho still kept it off to the side, though. They're doing a good job of garnering control here.
Yeah, they are. And, I mean, that's typically, you know, eventually with enough control, with enough pressure, enough shots, something will break. And it could be HD. Backboard, no third member, though. And actually, it was read by the Griffith defense as well. It's a little tough right now. Bluey wants to slow it down. That nearly works. The ball's going to fall in the spot. HD has to burn all their boosts just for that first touch. And, well, yeah, no resources on the Griffith side means possession will stay for Deacon. This is a very slow, very desperate both attack and defense right now. I think the first team to calm down, get boost. They'll be fine. I don't know why Exile didn't get the boost. I don't know where the defense went. What was that shot? Everybody is rushing everything for the slowest plays you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on right now, Max. Some confusion, to say the least.
It was just a lot of ball not boost on repeat.
Yeah.
Like that was just like, it felt like a 30-second exchange with both teams on 0 boost. And surprise, it didn't result in a goal. 30 seconds left though, and now things are getting a little bit desperate for Deacon. Bluey doesn't have the boost, but Psycho's there, and we got a 1-goal game with 27 seconds left.
Wow. In these last moments, Deacon always seem to find a way to slip in, don't they? And just get that 1-goal gap back. But now they have to close it, Max. This is going to be a big test for them. 27 seconds in a dream. They got to try and make it come through.
I mean, their kickoffs have been the better so far, but they haven't been good enough for the goal here. Bluey with a chance, but Paz is already there. HD with a chance, but Exile is already there. Good defense from the Griffith side. Might be just enough, or is it? Ball sails untouched. Bluey finds the equalizer.
There it is. We've manifested it into our existence. 20-minute overtime. We are coming. Let's go!
We're not even in overtime yet. We're not even in overtime yet. We still got 10 seconds of regulation. Kickoff.
No, we're
actually, it's going to go Deacon's way. Vatsy wants it. Do we get it? Exile across. Nobody there straight away. AEL actually has boost. AEL might have a line. Psycho can't defend. Air dribble bump. Not this time. Psycho keeps it away. Exile corner. It's kept up by Psycho. He'll get demoed. Ball hits the ground. Start the timer. OT starts now.
Let's go. It's 20 more minutes. That's what we need. 20-minute OT. And let's see if we are going to be able to take it there. Louis holding up top. Trying to fold it over the edge there, Paz. Stakes back. Nice pacing here. Taking it nice and slow. See what they can do. Exile. Oh! It's still alive!
So Matsy, I'm doing the math. 20-minute OT. If Griffith wins in 20 minutes, we got a 4-minute break, and we're still on schedule for our, our 9 o'clock game. So that's Just saying, you know, that's on the cards. That could still happen.
Yeah, it could happen. We'll see.
Save the timetable. I know that's the most important thing, is saving
course.
that precious timetable. Here we go.
Time
ADOS.
wizards, you know.
Yeah, ADOS almost ends it right there. Psycho is able to clear it out. Blue goes to the other side. And as we see a shot on, oh, it's going to be saved.
Let's see how things go down. Oh my gosh!
Good save,
So
good save.
close, yet so
Yeah.
far.
Louis just waiting for boost, apparently. Fair enough. They'll be
Waiting for
on
parry.
that back rotation. Paz doesn't get the bump, so Bluey now with control, burning that boost to go nowhere. Exile will get demoed, though. Still, Paz gets a free touch, and it's a pass. It's a shot, and it's an open net. That's gonna do it. 101 Dalmatians, but in this case, there's seconds in overtime for the win on Griffith's side.
That's it. They lock it in. One goal between them. Once again, great stuff coming out from our teams. You know, they definitely put on one hell of a show, Griffith. You know, they managed to get through it in the end there. So I'm impressed. Kellamy impressed there, Max. I think it's been good. I'm excited for what's
I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah.
The impressed color is kind of that tinge of red. For the red game. I like it. Fast game, red game.
Wonder
Makes
why.
sense. Yeah. Look, Goblin decks are faster than Dragon decks. That's just how it plays out in this series, and they're 3-0, one step closer. And I'm looking at the schedule again, and where Griffith goes from here. Next week, Griffith versus UON, shaping up potentially to be a battle for the number 2 seed, or maybe even for UON if they win their next series against New South Wales. That could be a land clinching series for them. Like, this is pretty big where they're sitting. So yeah, a lot of fun happening right now on the Pool B side, and credit to Griffith, they are keeping themselves right in that upper echelon, right in that higher mix.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more of what they're going to be able to kind of shape out of this. You know, I definitely feel like there's some good potential coming out from Deacon tonight. You know, I feel like they were dancing on a knife's edge pretty much the whole way through those games there. Just so close, but they just can't find the closer. I was impressed with the fact they managed to take it to OT in the end there. You know, it felt like they just kept getting closer every single game, right? But then they just weren't able to make it happen. You know, Griffith just kept finding those openings, finding those victory conditions there. It all just was a resounding beam of light there, just shining through with their power. So really impressed, with that series. I'd say, like, you know, score lines tell an interesting story, but I think the actual gameplay is a whole other adventure. You know, there's room for interpretation, I'd say, for this series we've just seen unfold before us.
I don't interpret it any other way besides a 3-0. I guess a 0-3.
Yeah.
That's different. That's
A
another
game
way.
that could have been a 20-minute OT.
Yeah,
That's how I see it, Max. It could have been. Yeah.
We'll wait on that. Maybe it will come, Matsy.
Yeah.
Maybe I hope for your sake we do get one.
Yeah. 20-minute OT on the clock. That's what I want to see. But you know what else I want to see? Our interview with AEL.
Hello, how we going, guys?
Hello. Welcome back, AEDOS. I mean, second week in a row, Griffith on that upward trajectory. It feels like the confidence still there. Big game next week, though, against UON. How confident are you feeling with that one, you know, just around the corner?
Look, we're going to do our best, right? I think that's what you would expect from every team. Confidence. You know, assignments are coming up and we're all a little bit busy and got our own stuff. So, like, let's go confident. We're confident in you know, hopefully making top 4 and taking out a win, and will make it easier for us moving forward. So, yeah.
Yeah, obviously that's going to be a big series there. But looking back at this series against Deacon this time around, it felt like Deacon was the more offensive team. Like, they were putting more shots on. They spent a lot of that game in your half. Are you kind of more comfortable playing on that defensive side, or is that just a testament to how well they were playing the midfield?
Potentially, yeah. Maybe it's something that we can take from that. I think our defense rotation was definitely something that we were focusing on, and so to see that utilized in the game was it was very good for us. It was kind of good practice, that defensive rotation. So I think now we can move more forward to the offensive rotation and trying to be more of that offensive powerhouse. So. I think that's props to them for giving us a hard time, making us work for the win. But yeah, I think it's a little bit of focus for us to work on more of the offensive and control the game more instead of playing back in defenses. So yeah.
All right. Look, I'm not going to take the credit for this question, Matsy. I kind of want you to ask it. You came up with it.
Let's go.
Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
Hey, ADOS, I have an important question for you.
Hit me.
If you and your team make the finals, can you play the guitar for us?
Look, I'm still a beginner. I can play one song. All right, I'll play you that one song.
Is it Smoke on the Water?
No.
If you just pick it up and just do dun dun dun, I'm gonna be disappointed.
No, it's similar, but that's kind of my level at the moment. I got one song on repeat. So
What is it? What is the one song then?
You have to find out. You have to find out.
Now I can't be biased. We're not allowed to be biased casters. You can't put us in that position.
Guitar expert. I see that on the screen.
All right, now it's through Fire and Flames from Guitar Hero 3. He just busts that out on the acoustic guitar. That's what's happening there.
I should learn Eye of the Tiger, eh?
Look, as long as it's not Wonderwall, we're good. Last question coming through. Ultraviolet in Twitch chat cheering you guys on. I feel like it's becoming less and less of a rivalry between Griffith and QUT and more of a friendship. When do the gloves come off? Because that can't last. We all know that can't last.
I don't know. I think, he's putting on a good face for the public, but, deep down, the betrayal is real. So, look, we'll have to settle it on the soccer field, on the Rocket League field. And, I think it's a rivalry, so you better watch out.
Love the new tag, by the way.
Yeah, love it. Good vibes only. Can't wait to see the new song be showcased if you guys make the finals. Maybe you'll learn how to play the Rocket League menu music or something. Who knows?
Yeah, if you got some recommendations for me, let me know.
Yeah. Take a look through the Rocket League soundtrack. There's some bangers in there, mate.
All right. I'll start practicing. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for jumping in with us, ADOS. Good win from you guys, and best of luck coming into the next weeks.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll hopefully see you next week.
That's it. Good vibes always there, Max, coming through from our players. You'll love to see the big energy from our players, and can't wait to see more of that on the other side of this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the AEL University Elite Series, brought to you by Matzy and Formal. And it's a pleasure to have you on board. We're coming in with a bang. Or not.
Bang!
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Now, let's go in with a bang with a big shout out to none other than AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world! AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Indomie, the noodle partner, is made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
Oh yeah. You know,
This is a serious match, Matsy. We gotta be serious now. Enough messing around, all right? Enough fooling.
no tomfoolery.
This is a big game. No
tomfoolery.
more.
No.
The,
Time for game.
the what's it? There's the time for war. There's no time for jokes. That's what you told me before. Yeah.
No time. Yes, when we were having some good. Did you just
Some fun bands.
What was that, Max? You like
That was the party popper.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I thought it was, you know, your secret boost, you know? You'd brought some boost out of the game. We got games on our hands right now, you know? We got UON, UNSW, and they're bringing all the boosts. So maybe you've got a secret trail there, secret boost, and you're giving that to the players. I don't know, but I know who's playing, though. It's UON coming at you with Bud, Eminence, and Ascent, and UNSW coming at you with Taragane, Zenulus, and Steve.
and this is a serious game as well. This is potentially the winner of Pool B. This is potentially a team we are about to be sending to LAN, securing one of those top 4 spots. New South Wales, this is their last game of the group stage. They win this one, they go undefeated. If it goes UON's way, things might get a little complicated next week. But New South Wales, they can punch that ticket down south with a victory here. They've got everything to play for right now, and those are the best kind of games. Winning in games are the best types of series. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a ton of fun, my man, and super duper keen to see how it all goes down as we jump in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, indeed. You see what I see?
Shout out to CJ for a cheeky little raid. 302 people coming in for this game to watch Zenulus try to go to land, go to PAX. It already is off to a awkward foot forward. UON gets the first goal.
Absolutely. Crazy how quickly they kicked off here. Gonna be trailing their way through with confidence. 10 seconds into the mix, and we're looking to bring it up one step further. You know, great to see CJ supporting you know, some of their former teammates here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously CJ, deep history in Oceanic Rocket League. Some call him the GOAT caster as well, not just in our region, but in the world. A sentiment I kind of agree with. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to see some balls across the midfield line. Bud takes it there into Taragane, but instead it will be a shot from Ascent. So back in 4th place to start things off. Expectations in this series still should be a New South Wales victory because of this guy, Taragane. Kind of has been the MVP of Elite Series for a little while now, outside of Lunar, one of the 2 big names as they get a goal here.
That's it. It'll be coming at you. Into this one, 1-1. Let's get it done and see how things go down into this next one, as it's just an absolute brawl here.
Yeah, it is, as we're going to see another shot on the net, but it's not quite going to go in. Steve wanting to stay on the play, but not getting too much outside of that, as we see Taragane with the bump on Ascent. Here we go. Cross-up shot. Is it in? No. Eminence has that save there as well. Back to the other side. Ascent shot. Not a goal.
Not a goal, but they are ready. Stroll their way in and take things one step further. We'll see. Now going to be able to garner some attention here. Tada tries to push it over. Going to be cleaned out, so going to have to take it a little bit slower for the time being. We'll see can deliver a little more.
Yeah, we'll see what they can find. A moment as ball again continues to make its way midfield. Coming across right now. Bud, a little close for comfort right there. Gets it off their own post, but it's not going to be an own goal. Not on this occasion. It's sent around the corner. Isn't able to finish that play either. So still back and forth. Still waiting for the first breakaway shot. Bud down, straight down to Zen.
That's it. We breaking it down and pushing it in. So you're going to see how things go here. Zen trying their best on this one. Quick it all up and its way through. Not going to be able to drag it in the end there. Zen, try as they might, they can't take this fight. Get back. Oh, it's so tough, isn't it? But they find an opening and Zen delivers.
Yeah, finally, something in the defense was going to break right there. You saw two players committing down the middle from UON, and Zen sees that, makes the cut themselves out of the corner, couldn't get there in time, was the defense in that position. So, going to be a 2-1 lead. New South Wales gets on the board. Matsy, I don't know if you remember last week, however, but we were a little bit critical of Zen and the fact how, you know, both Steve and Tadagane were getting these amazing, you know, mechanical goals, and Zen just wasn't. That goal wasn't mechanical yet either. So we're still on, you know, X amount of days without a mechanical goal from Zen.
Yeah, we'll see if they are going to be able to find us something else here. Some kind of opening. Ghana their way back into the fray here. Steve, nice shot, heaps their way in. They are forced out.
Here we go, pressure around the corner. Here comes Steve. That's what's going to be towards the backboard underneath. He should have been there. Thought he was. Not going to get the shot. Zen fakes it. No one on the defense bites, and Ascent will stay up high for the play off the backboard. Now Steve again putting one towards the net. Ascent needs to put this one forward. Gets it in a good touch on the midfield, but Tadagane's recovery off the wall takes advantage of the situation. Great play by Tata, and it's a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, 3-1. Taking it over the top and popping it in. So, good stuff coming out from our teams there. Minute 25 to go as we dive our way into this one as well. Back into the fray. Ascent, a bit of trouble here. Zen, love that patience. Look at that.
Yeah, cheeky little fake. I mean, there's been a lot of fakes already. I think, you know, UNSW, the N stands for fake them out. The S stands for still faking them out. And don't tell me that was a double touch own goal. Please do not tell me that was a double touch own goal. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts, Evidence. I don't think it was a double. I think it was just crossbar down. I would need to see a third angle, but either way, awkward own goal. And again, this is an important series for both of these teams, but yeah, New South Wales, they're looking strong early in this one.
That's it. Super duper strong there, Miss Max. Yeah. Ooh. Almost a chance at recovery here. Gonna be able to get it done in the end there. We'll see. Who's gonna be pushing all the buttons into this one. Still got more or less ahead of us, but it's gonna be more. As we claw our way back in. Take a second for UON.
You know what? No, we're gonna UON's gonna come back and win. I'm making that statement right now. There's a poll up, and smart money is on UON. UON can totally do it. I did not just put all of my channel points on New South Wales. So come on, guys, put those channel points on UON. Let's see what we can bring. But yeah, game number one, very New South Wales favored despite the late flurry of attacks. Here comes Bud, shot on, not in this time. Around the corner we go, 10 seconds remaining. Game number one is going to go New South Wales' way.
That it will. So, no chance at recovery now. Ball has all but fallen. Oh my gosh, what a bounce.
Yeah, what's a good bounce? This will win.
Not going to happen.
All right, I want whoever put the 1 point on UON to make themselves known. Because they believe in UON.
Believe in that power. I can respect it, honestly. You know,
If it is who I think it is, it's very funny. But I need to. Oh, did you just say it? Did you just? All right. Well, okay. We're giving the green light. Apparently, it's Macquarie's Ray who's dropped it, trying to steal all my channel points, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's supporting UON to beat the biggest competition. That makes sense to me. Like that's kind of what you would expect, I would imagine.
Well,
but
you know,
either way,
I love the vibes.
Yeah, I do too. Vibes are good. We have been aura and vibe maxing, I think, for many weeks now in a row.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, it's just building up to land.
It is, and I think when you compare Wednesday nights to Tuesdays and Thursdays, this is where the vibes and the aura really is. It's right in the middle of the week, and it just kind of seeps out to the other days. That's how I see it, like a volcano.
Yeah,
In the middle of the volcano.
We love Wednesdays.
Here we go. Game number 2 about to kick off. Currently 1-0 favoring New South Wales in this situation. And to answer your question, let's bring it back. Oh, he's right there. Right there. He's right there for you. Here we go. Oh, off the kickoff. It's Zen with the beat above the net. 1-0 lead for New South Wales.
My gosh, they just, you know, Eminence gets yeeted out of orbit.
Oh.
And Zen locks it down there with support of the opponent. So, well done. Well done. 11 seconds and it's in. It's so in. Love it. But let's see what else is going to be cooking up out of this one, Max. You know, we got more good times ahead, I think, and I'm all for it. I love these, you know, high-pacing games.
Yeah, so do I. High-scoring games can be fun. Also, you know, scoring on the opponent's net instead of your own can be fun too. I would recommend it. As Steve, ooh, I think Steve actually could have dribbled that in, but went for the style play instead. This could cost them because it was all 3 forward, so the game will be tied. Evidence gets credit for the goal.
Yeah, let's see what they are going to be able to do with it here. Because it's all tied up 1-1. More fun is on the way. So, let's see how it goes. Into this one here, my man. Taking it easy for the second. Minutes. We did a catch here. Falling back. Good hit over the top there. Just waiting patiently. Steve heaves it for Ascent. Looks to lock it down. Zen and Co might be able to flow it up though. That was a nice hit.
They might off the... Oh, I thought that was it off the backboard. It looked good. Not quite in yet. Zen now going to go for the ground pinch off the backboard. Everybody playing forward though. Still sets up the shot. Good save from Eminence. Yet here comes Tadagane, and this is where things get even more dangerous. Steve isn't able to get the redirecting touch. Zen might. Double touch. Mechanics, no. Washed. Washed.
Yep. Washing machines out.
Yep. Very, very clean. Very clean Zen. We want to get a little bit more filthy here. Maybe UON can find that dirty goal. It's Eminence looking for the air dribble, possibly bump. The dirtiest of all goals not found this time. As we go around the corner, it's going to be Bud to Zen. Backboard, double touch. Nope, again they fake it. Zen has not committed on a single double touch yet, and for some reason actually catches the defense on this one. A set going up to try and read it. I think Zen pulled off because of Zen committed to it, but end result still a goal.
That's it. Like, fantastic stuff coming through there. Really impressed with how they've been able to compose themselves. And, oh my gosh, okay, they're just going to bounce it back, get a demo and a goal? Sure. Wow.
I feel kickoffs have been UON. Has been New South Wales' weakness in, like, all of their games. They just give up kickoff goals so frequently. That is surprising right there. I mean, hey, that was a great goal from UON. Not to take anything away from them. They executed that, you know, demo play perfectly. And now off this pinch. Oh my goodness, Ascent. That was almost, I would argue, the best goal of the day so far, had that one gone in.
Yeah, that was going hyperspeed there for a second, but there you go. The goal will go in eventually, Max. So you've manifested it. You know, you wanted it a little faster. You wanted it earlier. Well, it took a little while, but it got there.
And now the pressure's getting put on that New South Wales side. And New South Wales is a weird team because we expect them to win series, but it does feel like they do drop games every now and then. And sometimes they keep things closer than they have to be. Okay, that's a good shot towards your own goal. Zen going to be there to make the save now. Going to try to create as much space as possible with 0 boost. Both teammates, though, sitting on full tanks. Expect the pass over here. Tadagane burns it all to try to get some height, but Eminence waiting for it. Should be able to clear it past the midfield line.
That's it. See if they are going to be able to cleave their way in. Coming over the top there. Zen will not stop. Stop, won't stop. Oh, they've been denied by the wall. They have to rise up and try again.
The back corner, Tadagane, first touch is good. Eminence backboard takes it themselves. What a play! The triple touch from Eminence to give them a 2-goal lead.
Can you believe it? They are just cleaving their way through these goals right now. UON are online, and I am here for it. More where that came from.
Here we go. Straight down shot. Going to be cleared back up the other way. It's looking more and more likely like UON's going to take this game. A sent shot is going to be saved, but with the demo, it's going to be difficult for New South Wales to push it past that midfield line. Across the court we go. Steve. Sidewall, stays behind it. Ascent tries to go high. Steve swings and misses, but a midfielder's there. Tadagane, no pass to Zen. Eminence was faster, 5-2 lead.
Well, we're definitely feeling the power, feeling the momentum of this one. UON are locked in right now. They are delivering such a grand power. It is so impressive to see what they've been able to cook up out of this one, and I can't wait to see what else is going to be online here as well. Steve, I saw.
So this has been awkward touches from Steve. That's all I can say. Awkward touches from Steve. A set heads up play, capitalizes, scores. This is not the New South Wales team we've seen make finals. This is not a New South Wales team we've pegged as a potential favorite. The difference between games 1 and 2, night and day, and credit to UON, Ascent and Eminence have come out swinging in this second game. They're looking great.
Oh yeah, they're feeling good. Feeling really good about how things are going at the moment, but you know, we'll see. They are going to be able to do with our last moments in this one. Sent. Trying their best here, Zen. Good demo through. There's so much more to do. Well, there it is. Now Steve delivered.
Yep, and that's going to be a great goal from Steve right there. And one desperately needed from the New South Wales side. They had to put that in. I mean, 3 goals, 40 seconds is one of the most unlikely things I think we could ever call for. We'll see how the kickoff goes. Kickoffs historically not been good for New South Wales, and this one is no different.
No different whatsoever, and still going to be more online here. Zen tries to push it up, but good on the defense. Ooh, the physicality in the back there between teammates. All right, a nice little high five. Maybe more where that came from. Tada. Pass up the middle though. Steve. Heave it forward, slows it down. Carter really trying, but it just ain't working. Maybe.
Nah, it's not gonna work. Time not permitted as well. Like it's gonna be a game for UON. The sweeps are done with a dominant 6-goal game from our blue side. UON gonna be very happy with that win, and all of a sudden, you know, one of our favorites for the tournament. They're on equal footing with what could become one of their new biggest rival. This is a massive win for the UON side.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I love the change of momentum. I love the change of pace into this one. Like, it's just a flip of the switch, you know? Doubling their opponent's goals there. Really impressed with how they've managed to keep their composure and now it's onwards and upwards from here. You know, we're going to go to minimum 4 games out of this series, which is definitely building up the excitement, building up the power here. So I'm all for it. You know, maybe we go 5 games even. I'd love it. I'd love it to go as far as it possibly can, you know, straight into a 20-minute OT or maybe straight up a tree. Who knows? We're breaking free.
Up a tree. I mean, that one was forced. That one was forced, Matsy. Come on. Expect better. I expect better quality for a series of this magnitude. All right. You need to up that game. So I hope you get some time to read some Dr. Seuss between the action, the king of the rhymes, as we get ready to go into game 3. I feel as if we should see the pendulum swing back. We saw that late goal go New South Wales' way. I mean, we saw some of the commitment that we got from some of their shots, but at that same token, with the way how both Eminence and Ascend has been playing, it's definitely going to be a wake-up call dropping that game for New South Wales, and they be feeling the pressure. You know, guaranteed top 4 if they win this game. Guaranteed trip to Melbourne if they win this game. The final hurdle, it's always the hardest, and I feel they kind of ran head first into it.
That's it, charging like a ball into that one, and they are full of surprises. And let's see what kind of plan they devised here. Zen going to be demoed out. Stalling their way through. Tata good to keep momentum on this one. Good pick up in the sky as does give Zen a chance. Steve one in the same now, pushing it back over to UON side of the pitch. They're going to be forced to give a little more to maintain their pace on the defense here.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I mean, Bud's getting the better of this midfield play, and UON again getting some goals across. And if they didn't believe they could do it before, I think getting the first goal in this game, and in that fashion as well, of just being the faster team and getting that powerful strike, they should have the confidence now. They are now thinking this is completely winnable, more so than what they would have felt in game number 2. UON should be starting to believe, and that is a scary thought right now for New South Wales.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to make them hurt. Make them feel that power here. There is going to be the energy boost coming through time and time again on this one. But deeper can those acacias go? How deep are the energy reserves? Let's see. But boots it up there. Ascent nice on the pass. Demo coming out though, so we'll allow more success on the defense here for UNSW.
I'll say this, if your energy reserves are dying in game 3 of a best of 5 series, as Steve's going to get the equalizer, you're going to struggle when you have to play multiple best of 7s in one day. I would question how deep those reserves really are in that situation. Steve, though, good read off the backboard, gets this New South Wales team back on the board. Much needed goal as well. And New South Wales, they're trying to right a ship that kind of went awry. We went through some reef, went through some shallows. But if they, you know, can patch up that board side flank, I don't know, ship lingo, yar, scurvy.
Army hearties. Yeah.
Here we go. Shot. Not quite going to be in there just yet.
Watch out.
They're
gonna bring up that energy or they're gonna be sent straight to the poop deck.
There it is. Look, I have confirmation. Fourth wall breaking permitted. Production says we're doing a fantastic job and loves each and every one of you. Here we go. Play through the corner, Steve. Off that side. Not gonna go too far with it.
Yeah, not too far. Maybe a little further. Sail the 7 seas here. Now up high. Be down low for now. Gonna see if they can manage to garner some further attention here. Oh, this could be big. Ascent rises up. Then preparing themselves as well, trying to rattle things up, but have to wait a little bit longer.
They have to, at least for the time being. I'd rather not wait. I'd rather force the issue, and that's what Zen's going to be looking to do here. Swinging and a miss from another defender. Bud Oh, that 50 went against them, but it wasn't accurate for the goal. Tadagane bumped off the play. Steve has to commit, but misses as well. Tadagane's second chance doesn't go their way either. This is looking good for UON. Bud should get there first underneath, but rush the play, doesn't find the ball. Eminence doing what they can, but it's a triple commit from the UON side. Open net, back the other way. Can Steve get around it? No.
Cannot get around it, so we stuck a while longer here, Zen. The opposing side picks up the big boost, but demoed out as well. Create an opportunity here. Steve trying to heave their way past, but it is going to be cleaned out for now. So good comeback potential for UON here. Slowing the ball down. Oh, could open something up, and it does. The Kraken's unleashed for Bud as they make it work.
That is a big time goal right there. Bud just straight down the middle. No defender rotating around fast enough. The demo certainly helped, but even then, I don't think that was the catalyst for the goal. It was just faster play. UON has been playing much faster than we've seen in a hot minute. They've been rising to the challenge, and it's something, you know, that's been said before. You have to match your opponent's pace, and if you're uncomfortable, that's where mistakes come from, but you'd rather make those mistakes than not. UON, yeah, they've made a couple mistakes, but more importantly, though, they've done enough, and oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
Not like this. Are you, what? What?
That's the one. Can't believe it. Straight through the gates. That's a momentum shifter right there, Max.
I am at a loss. And it's Steve just got that goal right there. I mean, all of that momentum UON had, if they lose this game now, Matsy, they're done. It's over. Oh my God, Steve almost gets it there. Tadagane, sidewall. Steve won't get the chance. 25 seconds. We could get OT. This was not done yet, but Zen with space and boost is so dangerous. Reset. Bumped off the play.
That's it. Bumped off the play and ready to try and save the day here. 10 seconds to go. And it's almost locked down.
Oh!
Boom! UNSW pulled through. 7 seconds are all that remain.
It was a good save from Bud, but because of the angle, because they had to dive for it and the shot was slow enough that it was sort of a back touch, they couldn't get the ball in the corner like they needed to in that situation. 4 seconds left. Bud has a chance. Eminence is underneath, but Steve cuts it off. Ball stays alive by courtesy of Ascent, but it still hits the ground. And we go back to the own goal. And you have to think what could have been New South Wales now on match point.
Oh my goodness, can you believe that? They've managed to bring it back into their favor. Just incredible result coming through from them there. Really impressed with how they managed to compose themselves, and they managed to take away the momentum of the victory. That's going to put them on series point into this one, and UON, they need another miracle at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to win 2 in a row against New South Wales, but you got to put that behind you, right? Put the 2 now own goals in this series behind you. Forget about the fact that like you've scored more goals than your opponent in this one, and just remember, hey, we had a lead with under a minute to go, and we got in our own way. We got a little too excited. We forced the issue. This is one of the most mortal series we have seen New South Wales in. It is still achievable for the UON side. However, that's a tough ask to come back mentally after that. We'll see. We'll see if they can bring it. You know UON knows the stakes just like New South Wales does. They understand what they're playing for here. So this is going to be a big game. UON, if they get the first goal, I like it. I like their confidence, but if they let this game slip out of hand early, it's going to be pretty doomed for the team in blue.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cursed. Even see what happens there, if the curse will be unleashed or if it's going to be broken. As we get in as to think of this one. Hit over the top there, trying to lock it down. Sink it in. Tadagane delivers.
And Tadagane just throwing it back over to Steve. And It was just a good 1-2-3 setup, 1-2-3 goal. I mean, the shots far enough outside the box that the defense doesn't really want to commit hard midfield. In case they get beat, they want to try and make the goal line safe, push it to the corner. So it's reliant on placement for the shot, and the placement was money. It's exactly where it needed to be. So really good job, really good pass, really good shot, really good finish. New South Wales now with a 1-goal lead. Still a lot of time left in this game, fret not. However, look how far forward UON is playing. All three players in front of the midfield line. They're feeling the pressure. They're feeling the urgency to try to make plays. And again, speed is what got them in the winning position before. I think they're not giving up on that approach. They're going to stick with it till the very end.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do here. They're able to deliver straight speed into this one time and time again, my man. Big hit, fended off by Zen though. Positive defense once again here.
It's been positive. It's been a good sign, but Ascent still is going to get the touch, and there you go. The forward playing approach, you know, playing right in your opponent's face, does work out this time. Tadagane with no boost was never going to win that midfield challenge, and good heads-up play by Ascent. So there you have it, right back in it. UON still keeping this game competitive.
It. Keep the game competitive as they possibly can here. See if they can deliver a bit more pace, a bit more power. They don't want an equalizer. They want to take the lead. And Eminence, a good path towards that will be held off for a second here. Sent the tap down. Tata wanting the same there. Sticking it out in the back line here. Trying their best to seek out a clearance. But UON are doing a great job to just maneuver the ball at this point. Maintain control and get closer to those little openings.
Closer and closer, but still not quite in just yet. As we're going to see Steve looking for Tadagane, but they don't connect. Eminence gets in the way. Ascent now. Just a lobber. Zen's going to have to try to go back to Tadagane, but well, not really in sync with each other. Allows UON to keep pressure on. Eminence, that ball's going to fall in dangerous spot. Steve doesn't know how to read it, and it's a 2-1 lead.
Oh my goodness. They've broken through. They are up by 1, 2-1 on the scoreboard. UON are back on track, but 2 minutes 38 on the clock here. There are little bits of room, little bits of opportunity for either side to score. So much more. And see if they're going to do it. Big pacing around the front already. Eminence good to stop it. Does bypass 2 players looking for more. Moving it downfield.
Oh.
There's the shield. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Ascent almost had that read. That could have put game 4 away. As it stands, still within grasp for New South Wales. Eminence won't get Bud coming across. Goes for the midfield boost instead. That should allow the defense to recover, but they're panicked. They're diving every which way. Disorganization on the New South Wales side keeps them exposed, at least momentarily. Tadagane now will get across the midfield line.
That's it. Get it over the line, and everything is fine. Zen tries to take it 1 step further. Eminence good to defend. Still in the back line for UON though. Opportunity could be on the horizon, and there it is. UNSW eyes on the prize. It's 2 for 2.
2 for 2, just a great shot right there. Tadagane outpacing both defenders, both without boost. Granted, one of them was going supersonic, but wasn't going to get there in time. Good moment. Tie game now, 100 seconds left. UON, I mean, they need to win this series or else they got to do it the hard way in the gauntlet. Let's see as we see the ball go back towards that midfield line. Eminence in trouble. Won't be able to do too much after that.
That's it. Be able to do too much from there, but see which team is going to be staring down the barrel of opportunity. Getting closer to this one, Zen! Oh my gosh. That was dangerous.
Was close, but not quite in just yet. Here we go, Zen. Reset. To the net. Denied. Ascent. Has to get to the corner, but neither Bud nor Eminence really want to go there. Ascent actually is the one who stays with it. Tadagane now back down, looking for the cross-up. A defender got in the way. That was Eminence again, who now turns it into a shot. Zen has the read, but can only go corner with it. Expect the pressure now to come from UON as they come screaming around the outside. Ascent wants to win the 50. Actually winds up losing it completely. That's a double commit. That's an open door. New South Wales, can they find the shot? Not just yet.
Just yet, and see they are going to be able to find it now. Bypassing 30 seconds. Oh my goodness gracious! UON sneak it in! 3 for 2. Here we go.
I mean, it was just awkward defense from New South Wales. Kind of getting in each other's way, neither making a play on the ball when it was immediately touched. We'll see how this next one goes, but 22 seconds. Oh my gosh. Tadagane, they looked open, but they hesitate on the shot, so they don't get the goal, but the pressure continues to move forward.
Move forward and bring it all the way back. I'm sticking here. Oh my. The opportunity to get something over the top is dwindling by the moment. Ascend trying to pass it along. Ball still up top. Ascend trying to plop it down. But it still rages on and still fights here, but there it is. UON, lock it in! And we have more Rocket League to play.
More Rocket League. Here we go. 3-2 UON out front after the end of that game. This is spicy because again, New South Wales, it's win and in, right? Win, they secure their pool, they get the trip. We're going to see them at LAN. For UON, however, they'll then have to win their next week against Griffith if they come out on top. So we'll see what happens. Apparently it's UON's win and they're through as well. They would win the potential 3-break tiebreak apparently. So this is for LAN.
Wow. I can't believe it. So much on the line here, all at stake for these rosters here tonight, and they are giving their absolute best to try and get there, to try and go the distance max. Make or break here for these teams.
We'll see. We'll see if they can find it. We'll see if they can piece it all together. One more game, one trip to Champions Field, LAN on the line. And they make it happen. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Kickoff. Actually, it's going to see Bud bumped off the play. But it does go initially very neutral, actually. Neither side got advantage of that one. Tadagane is the one who pushes it to the UON side of the field.
That's it. The pressure built up there, so see if they are going to be able to alleviate it. No, don't think so. Not when they're getting pushed around like that. That's scary. They're getting bullied in the early game here.
And that they are, as we see Eminence rotating back. Zen gonna let that one stay high, at least for now. Tadagane through the corner. Anything underneath? No, not yet again. And it's doing their jobs on both sides. Oh, wow. Good touch from Bud. There's a little more pace behind it. Even then, Zen actually saved some in the tank, who nearly goes solo back the other way.
That's it. Almost going the other direction here. Steve heaving forward, does get fended off by Bud there. Decent stance. Still more they need to do to stop this advancement ascent. Doesn't get the hit there, that's a problem. Steve takes advantage again. Keeping control here. And they swing it straight in. Open net. And that is that.
You can't be making those kinds of mistakes, and you can see again UON, all three players moving forward. That was strange because it was like a triple commit, but only one of them was trying to play the ball. They were all just trying to set up, assuming they'd get that next challenge in their favor. They did not, and now it's a 1-0 lead for New South Wales.
Yeah, nice start there, up by 1. See if they can have a bit more fun with it. Maybe take it to 2, or UON can pull through. The opportunity's there, just have to take it. And Zen will.
Yeah, yeah, you know, you wanted him to take it. He's going to take it. And correct me if I'm wrong, Matsy. Does that count as a mechanical goal? Are you going to count that as a mechanical goal? Because
oh yeah, we got the ratchet
I think that
out.
might be
That's
it.
Mechanical. Yeah.
There you go. He got one. He still has mechanics.
Got mechanics. Even our production team agrees. They're a mechanical wizard in this server. See? There it is again.
Well, that wasn't Zen. That was Tanagane.
Yeah.
That was different.
That's the
But
team.
what we are seeing right now is yeah, that goal was disgusting. And it was off Ascent as well. Look, Tanagane is gross. We know that. That's where the mechanics of the team lies. And now, 3-0 lead favoring the New South Wales team. They found that 7th gear again. We always talk about the 7th gear for Macquarie in New South Wales. It may have taken them 5 games to find it, but they've definitely found it, and not a moment too late, because now they're starting to run away with the series.
Oh yeah, I think they've woken up. You know, I think that they've executed the order and they're wide awake.
They are very... This is really a bit of a problem because it's like 9:30 at night. You're going to want to go to sleep after this series, you would imagine, but now you're wide awake. Oh boy. You heard the interviews. It's also finals hours, Samansi.
Yeah.
We got exams around the corner. Ascent not able to get that shot. Steve's going to have to challenge through that corner. Ascent has a peek, but actually leaves it for Eminence. Back to Bud, who barely gets a touch on it. That's going to wind up punishing them. Maybe Tanagane couldn't keep it accurate.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. Good defense from Zen there, using the crossbar to their advantage. Ascent sit in motion there. Eminence forced offside, but trying to glide it across. Both teammates committing to it. And it ain't gonna happen. So revenge coming through, bouncing it over. A bit too much oomph on that one, but Steve delivers in the end.
That is probably the dagger in this series. And it makes, again, it's UON in a position where it makes you wonder. Yes, they're undefeated. Yeah, throughout, you know, the group stages. They've won all 4 of their series. They are going to be going to land. But why do they always seem to make it so difficult for themselves, Massey? Why is this team, like, incapable of playing that complete series? It's been a wild one for sure. And I know we still made it to Champions Field, but there's still that part of me that wonders, what if, as Tanagane forces in another, what if we didn't see that own goal in game number 3? Where could this series have been?
It could have been potentially all the way at the North Pole, Max, you know? With you bringing us all the way there on your sled.
I'm not Santa.
Are you sure? I think
I'm not, no. No, the gray is on top of my head, not underneath it.
It's not Santa, maybe you're Krampus, I don't know.
Krampus is like cool Santa.
Evil
All right.
Santa.
He rides motorbikes and, you know, wears sunglasses at night. I want to be the Krampus.
Okay,
Here we
Grandpa.
go. It's Grandpa Krampus to you. Minute 15 remaining. As we're going to see Evidence go for a play but not be able to find it. At least that's right away. Steve, no pinch either. As Bud is the one taking across midfield. But yeah, 1 minute, 6-0 lead. It's victory lap time. We're going to be seeing New South Wales in Melbourne.
That's it. They are looking to lock this one in and take it the full distance here. You know, we're in the credit of this one, so to speak. UN are doing whatever they can to earn at least some more points, I suppose. As the series slowly but certainly fades through like the grains in an hourglass.
Yeah. Are they grains of sand or grains of rice?
Grains of time.
That's... Ooh. All right, that's going to go in. And Ascent wants to finish on a high. Great play in the top left corner. Got the little dunk at the end. And, yeah, that was a good shot for Ascent.
That's it. It'll be a lockdown. 26 seconds to go. 5 goals in 26 seconds. I believe.
There we go. There.
Seeing
Oh
is
no.
believing.
I
T-Max,
mean-
come on. Let's do it.
What Let's is there? This is all UON. And to see if they can pull it off. The Let's is with them. 2 quick goals. New South Wales historically, you know, kickoffs not been their strong suit. Do they get a third? Ball's actually going to go straight to Ascent. No, Ascent hasn't beat. And now we're just running up the score for the sake of it.
Yeah, we're going to the Good numbers, you know. You like this number.
Sense just claiming y'all almost fell for it. As I look at the score line of it being 2-7, I'm like, you know, it would have been kind of cool if it had been 3-6 instead. It would have been a throwback to our second game in the series, actually.
True. But we're not going back. It's only forward here.
Only forward to Melbourne right now. If you are on the University of New South Wales, they're going to get it done. Timer hit 0, and they have completed a clean group. Undefeated in the group stage. New South Wales, congratulations. You're going to PAX.
That's it. They've made it. Locked and looted there. Well done. It's big GG's all round, everybody. So, really impressed with how all our teams managed to compose themselves there. Really giving it their best. And very keen to see what, you know, PAX might look like, how things shape up in our competitive landscape here. One team locked in.
One team locked in, one team looking pretty good. So New South Wales, oh my gosh. Yeah, they did it. Oh man, that was a harder one to pull off. These are like the dodgiest poppers, man. They're scary.
I'm getting scared, Max. You know, don't hurt yourself. We want to maintain safety. On
it says use only under close adult supervision, but BK's all the way in Melbourne.
But you're Santa. Oh well. What was? All right, we're gonna set things up for an interview, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back once it's all set up. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL University Elite Series, brought to you by Matsy and Formal. And without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get Zen on deck. It's interview time. Yeah!
Woo! Zen.
Hi.
How does it feel punching your team's ticket through to PAX? You made it.
You're making it sound like it was just me. It was everyone. It was the team. It was the true spirit of the team that got us there.
I mean, I feel like it was everyone plus one until game 5. How different does the series look if those 2 own goals don't happen? The game 3 one in particular, that sort of equalized things up for you.
Did we end up losing that game? I forgot. Dude, they were crazy. UN actually like played hella good. Like Evidence and Ascent, like they were dangerous. Every sideball double Ascent did was on net. Evidence just scored like 8 goals. Like the guy's a freak.
It felt like that was the most aggressive in terms of positioning we've seen UN. Like it felt like they were constantly challenging you in your back third. Like they were beating you to midfield boost. They were beating you to plays a lot of the time. Like where do you think that came from? Were they always that strong, or is it because you guys are kind of perceived as like the king of the mountain? Other teams try and sometimes rise to that same level.
Hey, we are the king of the mountain. But it was a mix of both, right? We were implementing stuff, so we weren't at the top of our game. We've been not at the top of our game for a while, but at the same time, you've got Yoen just hammering challenges, they're hammering goals. It's like there was nothing we could do against Eminence in that third game or second game. I think it was Forbidden Temple. He just scored. He couldn't stop.
So I guess, you're kind of in a good position then, because you've got 2 weeks off, and then you'll have a battle against the number 1 seed from Pool A for seeding at PAX. How much of that time do you think it's going to be spent scrimming? Is that going to be time that you can spend on studies? Like, where's the team going to be prioritizing thing over the next 2 weeks?
We'll be in our third trimester by the time PAX comes up. So it's a bit weird with like uni timings. But we got a plan. We're trying to execute the plan. It worked out okay today. But hopefully by the time PAX rolls up, we'll be okay. Seeding's like a poor man's finals. Like we don't care.
Wow. Well, hopefully that doesn't come back to hurt you. You could wind up against UON again in a semifinal if Eminence looks like that.
Land's a different game, bro. They're not ready.
Fair enough. I do appreciate hearing that confident. I had another question lined up. That threw me off my game. See, that's what I mean. The trash talk, it throws you off your game.
Oh, pure aura.
I'm just trying to think, okay, moving forward, all right, you don't care about your seeding, you're through, first job done, you're in, well done in that regards. Macquarie, probably seen as your biggest competition. What gives you the edge over Macquarie?
I don't know, man. We're pretty good. It's the real edge. Who's that third player? Is it still Corp?
Yeah, it's still gonna be Corp. I will say this though. Actually, I remembered my question. It is in regards to the plan. I don't think I've seen any other player go for as many fakes as you. Like legitimately, I'm not saying like you seem to go for the most fakes out of every other player out there. Is that part of the plan, or is that just your own individual style?
Who said there were fakes, bro?
Oh no.
Who said there were fakes, man? I appreciate you G'ing me up there. That's real from you. I like that.
Dude, Matsy can compliment. Matsy can vouch for me. I thought those were legit. There were some legit fakes right there where you saw a defender coming like, nah, I'll let it fly off the backboard. Teammates will take care of it.
Are they legit after you call fake? And like after you've missed already? Like you've missed the ball and you call fake? Like is that still legit?
Of course. If you score, yes. If they score, no.
I'm the GOAT then. I'm the best.
Exactly. Now you get it. Now you get it.
Yeah, we've been new. So big shout out to the GOAT for coming on for the interview today. We'd love to see it. Great win from you guys.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Much appreciated.
I'm gonna give you a big kiss at land.
Oh my gosh. Oof. Yeah, you really
we already banned those. Ask Psycho.
All right, but yeah, congrats. To
That's
you and
just
the
pure
team.
confusion. It was in his name. It was in his
That's kissing you, bro. That's
username.
weird.
Oh my gosh.
All right, congrats on making it to land, Zed. We will see you there. I don't know if I should be worried or what, but I'm keen. I'm keen for land. I'm keen for land. It's gonna be good.
All right, man. See ya.
Thanks for coming. Taking a look at our next matchup right now.
I'm not. Last match. This is another serious one.
Yes,
More land.
Let's go.
We have more potential tickets to land on the line. Macquarie, if they win this, they can also go perfect, Matsy. They can be just like New South Wales. Lunar, Corp, Akame. This is their chance.
Yeah, this is their big chance to advance here. You know, they've got big potential, big aura coming through from them as a team here, and very keen to see how things go down. But we'll see what UTS has to say heading into this one. You know, we got Stimpy, Springo Pack, Baz, 20 alive for UTS here. I'm keen to see how they advance, because now it's time to get down to business.
Yeah, this is going to be a big series for them. They're hoping for that, 3-0. They want to get their ticket through. And we'll see if they're going to be able to piece it together. I mean, again, we said before, last hurdle, frequently the hardest, and get that series win. They'll be feeling pretty great. Here we go. Lunar off the roof. Going to go for the musty across. Now back into the corner we go. Lunar going to save it for Corp. Now back over to Lunar. No, doesn't get the dunk on Stimpy.
It doesn't get the dunk through there, but they may yet be able to find one sunk through sooner or later. Going to be holding out for the time being here. Going to creep it up. Nice here they're coming through from UTS there. You know, trying to get some control back. Luna can stall their way up. They are going to be locked down. Big advancement. Still going to be a shutout at the gates.
Yeah, we'll see where we go from here, as there's still a lot of pressure coming from Lunar. Wants to find Corp or redirect. Nope, actually it's going to be a pass back to Akame, who's looking for the double touch. Bump from Lunar, not found on Stimpy, and Springo Pack clears it back to the midfield line.
That's it. Clears it back, ready to attack. Let's see. Smack this one in. No, it is cleaned out. That was a close one though, Max.
That was close, but not in, not yet. Corp now out the corner. Space to work with. Reset tries to keep it up high. Now goes for the ground pinch to create space. Stimpy should have the read and got a bit more power, I think, than what Lunar was expecting. Also kind of love Lunar's car on this one. Open net for Stimpy, but it goes wide.
Goes wide and ready to decide what is going to be ahead of us here. 3 minutes to go right now. Neither team has knocked a goal in as yet, but that could quickly change depending on our circumstances here. Cleaned out Stimpy. To be able to send that one back. Ooh, will be sent forth by Macquarie here though. Hear their way through to something more, something new, but just gonna have to hold back a while longer.
Yeah, that they are. Keep it in the tanks, keep it in reserve. Pressure on the net, not in yet. Springo Pack, corner, still no shot. It's gonna be Corp instead. Runs into traffic at the post, and kind of interesting first half of this game right now. Macquarie's had a lot of pressure, but it hasn't really resulted in shots. One shot for UTS, only 2 for Macquarie. Very even game so far, and it's actually looking good for UTS, but Akame gets to the ball first.
That's it. Gets to the ball first, and to see if they can burst their way under this one. Find a way in. They'll have so much more to do, but this could be their chance, their moment. Capture an opportunity. Spring Hope Pack. Ooh, almost getting it closer to the net there, but we fended off successfully.
Yeah, it was a good defensive effort, at least for now. Lunar, we'll see what they can do. They'll keep the ball up high. Next touch as well across the midfield line. Springo Pack's there, but so is Akame. They also are going to take this guy, Skimpy. Ooh, good read from Stimpy. Didn't let them fake back down low. And game continues.
Game continues. And so too does the offensive and defensive capabilities of our teams here. Almost locked in, but it's going to be locked down once again. Hit over the other side of the pitch now. Luna trying their best to fend it off. Pass off to Akame there. Creep it up. Stimpy still on track. Luna running the same. Navigating that ball forth. Now down to the midfield. Sent straight back by their team there. Bass prepared to pick it up. This is good pressure slowly culminating.
Yeah, it is. It's been actually the most pressure we've seen from UTS yet. However, we are still going to go back to the blue side, at least right now. Into the corner, Stimpy's first touch. Keeps it up high. Corp wants to challenge. Does so. And, oh, no fallout from Springlepack. Gives Lunar space to cook. You never want to give Lunar space to cook because he serves a mean dish to Akame. And that's how they take the 1-0 lead.
That's it. That's how they managed to take control, albeit into the later stages here, but have engaged it nonetheless. So, Worry on top of 34 seconds to go. Will UTS be able to find their own flow into this one, their own mojo, if you will? They almost spilled it over the line just then, but they are going to be held back a while longer here. In the midfield, Corpa creeps it up, and now going to be pushed back. Luna paired in the back line. 15 seconds here. They just have to keep it on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the pass that they were trying to set up on the UTS side, and it just doesn't come through, and I worry that might be their best chance in this game. 3 seconds, Bass can't put it on target, went for the pass instead, but again, it gets intercepted away. Stimpy now needs to find Springlepack. Lunar, no boost, doesn't challenge, but they let it fall, and there's been a couple moments in that game where it felt like UTS was in a better position than they gave themselves credit for, and they didn't capitalize on things. So, yeah, Macquarie gets the win. UTS only has 2 shots on target, and we're now 2 games away from sending Macquarie alongside New South Wales over to PAX.
That's it. Almost locking in another one there. We'll see if it is going to become a reality or if it could go a whole other direction. Mr. Max, all going to be tested into these next 2 or 4 games, or 3. We'll see what is going to be coming out from this one. You know, laser focus from our teams in this one, and I'm excited to see what's next.
Well, Forbidden Temple's next. That's the next place.
I hope so.
That's been the standard quo.
Forbidden, Max? I want to know.
Because it's you're not allowed.
Why
Big sign that says no Matsies allowed.
I feel like that's just unwarranted.
It's completely coincidental, I promise you.
Cold for.
Completely coincidental.
No Matsies, no Maxes. What's going on?
Oh no, Maxes are allowed. Ever since the referendum.
It's outrageous. We need to have a Forbidden Temple revolution.
We might, but who's going to lead the charge? Is it Stimpy? Not this time. Corp still going to keep the gate closed for now.
Could be opened up in a second, though. So close, yet so far. And again, they're locking it down. There it is. Bass delivers. Welcome to the Forbidden Temple.
Yeah, it is going to be Bass. Straight down the middle. Corp can't do all the defending themselves. Eventually something was going to have to break, and break it does. 1-0 lead now for the UTS side.
That's it. 1-0. Ready to go, and let's see which way this one goes.
Oh no!
They're back! Akame's on track! Oh my gosh, Max! Just so blessed.
Fancy mechanics leading to a powerful shot. Kickoff goal right back over to Macquarie, and they are locking it down. This is a good start for the team in orange, for sure, to be able to equalize it. Now another opportunity off this kickoff. However, Bass is able to make the save.
Will make the save, and we'll see what they can do as press their way up. To hold on to this one. Ooh, keep it into the corner there. Gonna be dished out though. Baz, good defense, holding on to it. Try and deliver a bit more power here, but Akame, they're locked in. A great pass to Corp.
Yeah, a lot of good passes, a lot of good momentum maybe starting to More flow in their direction. Lunar now with control. Full take a boost. Ooh, has Akame across the middle. This could be clean. Nope, Akame ran out of boost. Ran out of the hops. Couldn't get high enough. Possession back the other way.
That's it. Back the other way and ready to play here. Try to give it their best. Give it their all even. And see what they can do as they try and stall this one out. Ball up high. Does it go down low? Stimpy says no.
At this time at least, but Stimpy also can't get it across the midfield line, so the pressure is going to continue favoring Macquarie. Corp full take a boost, back corner, but should, oh, actually slow plays it. Going for the pass across, they want the pinch to Akame instead. And what I love about that is recognizing the pinch. Nobody went up to challenge. All three members of UTS rotated back. They're just like respecting what Macquarie can bring in that situations. However, this sort of defensive first mindset, it's prevented them from scoring in game number 1. I hope it doesn't prevent them again in game number 2.
Yeah, certainly hoping that.
Oh, there it is.
Well, hopes to live it.
It did. I hope that it wouldn't prevent them from scoring. It didn't prevent them from scoring. They knew when to pull the trigger. They knew when to commit. This is a much smarter game from UTS, and that's why they have the lead.
It got the lead and ready to speed into it. So let's see what else they are going to be able to cook up out of this one, Max. They try and take this one to maximum momentum, maximum strength. Luna keeping it up high. Good to tap their way through there. Oh, down low, ready to collect if required. There we go. Clearing it out. So UTS going to have to keep pushing this one relentlessly, but Macquarie doing a good job of holding on.
They are, but can they do it for another 2 minutes? It's going to be a long 2 minutes for this defense. I would have to imagine. Akame to Lunar to the corner. Who gets there first? It's going to be Akame again. Where's Corp? They might get involved. Oh, Lunar almost gets the goal this time. Zippy, though, there for the save, and the defense continues to be put under the pressure, but it holds for now for UTS.
Holds for now, and see if they are going to be able to do more in a second here. Stick things out here to this one, pacing effectively. He's stuck in the corner for the moment. Luna will tap up high. Just for the sky, it is cleaned back, but this is all that UTS need to do at this point, isn't it? You know, just to maintain the lead.
That they do, and I mean, so far, that's what's happening. They're holding down the fort. And Stimpy gets the bump on Akame. Akame still wants to make the play through the corner. Spring Hope Pack keeps it held down. 45 seconds remaining. Corp bumps the driver, not the ball. Lunar wants to go across to Akame. Uncontested touch off the roof. Now tries to take it underneath the reset. The placement! Akame does him dirty. It's a tie game.
Tie game and ready to bring their absolute A game here. Incredible stuff coming out from our players right now, and there's so much more to come out of this one. Mr. Max, and see if it's going to stay all tied up for the next 30 seconds or whether one team can break in once again. 2 for 2 right now, one step closer to that 20-minute OT.
Or unable to finish off that play, so it's going to be Bass instead around the corner. Lunar's in trouble. There was the opening, but there was no one there for the shot. The setup was near perfect. Now, back the other way, Lunar through the corner. It's on Corp. Where is Corp? Oh no, it's open the other way. Springo back. They're just going to score. I'm not used to seeing a attacker miss the ball by that much, and as the third member, it just all goes wrong.
Gosh. Goes from bad to worse there for Macquarie. So UTS now going to be ahead of this one. 3 seconds and a dream. And that dream will come to an end. So UTS lock it down and take away their game here. And what an interesting night we're having, Max. Like, I don't know any other way to explain it. It's just so interesting.
It has been an interesting one. You know, we don't want to make things too predictable, right? You just gotta mix it up. So What I have noticed in this one, which is kind of funny, is like, yeah, the series we expected to be close, 3-0s. The series we expect to be 3-0s, getting kind of close right now. UTS right back in it. I mean, look, Corp had to go for the shot, but that was one of the most egregious air ball whiffs we've seen in a while. And it did wind up costing them the game in that situation. But it's only game 2. There's still more games up ahead. There's still plenty of time for Macquarie to punch that ticket to PAX. We'll see if they can get it done here in game 3.
That's it. Let's see if they are going to be able to make this one theirs, as they have a lot riding on this one. A lot on the line here. Ooh, big shot over the top there. Not going to be able to get it down though. So Akame and Go. Going to flow it into the end. There it is, Max. There it is. They get there eventually.
Yeah, they get there and they get that goal, so well done to them. Corp making it 1-0. A little bit of redemption to start the series off right.
Yeah, getting their best foot forward there, you could say. And Leah, well played. Well played too. Let's see what else they can do though. So we've got a bit more work to put in. I want to garner some more attention out of this one. Ready to tap it through here. Luna bumps off the ceiling. They aren't able to seal the deal just yet.
Here we go. Vast taking shots on the line. Still Corp is going to be able to make that save over to Akame. We see the play down through the corner. Swing and a miss from Corp. Stimpy won't be able to do anything more through that corner right now. Lunar instead going side to side. Here comes Akame. Set up. No goal.
No goal. No worries. No worries at all. And see, they are going to be able to do. They are stuck out into the defense here. UTS. Nice shot coming over from Akame. Almost locked it in, as a matter of fact, but just off the mark.
Just off the mark, but here we go. Corp now across the midfield. Reset shot. No goal. Bats can't put it in, so Stimpy now is going to clear it back the other way. Springo Pack shot also saved on the line. Defense is coming up huge right now. Stimpy's fall up a little bit too high, and the ball does get pushed to a safer part of the field. Hopefully players will reset. Still a lot of time on the clock in this one. Springo Pack with a chance. Back over to Stimpy, but the shot didn't have the power, so no goal yet.
No goal, no worries at all, Max. And see what they are going to be able to do with this one. A shot's already going to be a lockdown, locked in even. They hit it upfield. Corp yielding some pace in here, yielding some momentum with the assistance of their teammates, and they are steaming things down, looking to fight back.
And they are, as we're going to see Lunar across to Akame. Let's see what Corp can bring. Nope, not going to commit to the corner. Springo Paxton's going to get bumped off it. Now another play into Corp. Oh, goes from one side to the other off of the dunk. Real back and forth game. Like, neither team has had a sustained attacking pressure, it feels like, Matchy. It's just been back and forth, put on the shot and retreat back. Makes sense for Macquarie. They have the lead, but, like, and it's also UTS's play style, so it's a really sort of pendulum game. It's a pendulum game. No other way to put it.
Agreed.
Oof.
Fully swinging around right now, and you're going to see how things get grounded. Ooh, coming into this one, definitely the pressure has not been alleviated by any sense of the words here, and we are getting closer and closer as the time continues to elapse.
That does. A minute and a half to go. Luna could have put that in, I feel like. But, you know, we're having fun. I think we're having a good old time with this one. Backboard. Corp. We'll get the midfield. Wants to flick it to a teammate? No. Did they want to get a bump? No, not yet either. So still mid 17 to go.
Yeah, still a bit more time to play with here, and we'll see how they allow this one out as look to stick it forward. Luna head in the corner. Does have support of their teammates there, but it's not enough. They have to retreat here. Try and live on.
Here we go, Corp. Backboard. Winner. Touchdown. Is it in? Is it no? The play time left. 45 seconds still to go.
So much potential, so much time left to kick in here. And let's see. There it is. Macquarie deliver. Lock it down, lock it in. That is the way to get it done.
Going to be an Akame shot, cross up in goal. So it's going to be a 2-0 lead now, favoring that Macquarie side. They're going to be happy with that one. 30 seconds left on the clock. What's Stimpy going to bring? Not much. What's Bass going to bring? Maybe a little bit more down low? No, it's going to be Lunar instead. You can't go too far with it. I mean, at this stage, 23 seconds is looking... This was a lot more akin, I think, from what we expected out of Macquarie. I mean, strong performance. They got a couple technical shots when they needed to, but most importantly, they kind of prevented UTS from really any scoring opportunities this game.
Agreed. They were in pretty much complete denial there. Like, ooh, almost looking another one in. It ain't happening though, so there you go, Max. It's locked and loaded in the end. They are going to be able to take control of it and stroll ahead with another game of their own. So, Macquarie, we're going to be back on track after a interesting second game. Game 3 looking a lot better.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see what they can bring. Here we go. Game number 4. Oh boy. I mean, look. This is it. Land on the line. Got to get it done. Last hurdle's always the hardest. We kind of saw New South Wales stumble a bit in this position. Maybe it will look a lot cleaner for the Macquarie side as we head to Utopia Coliseum.
Ooh, Utopia. Welcome to paradise, Max. Welcome.
Is this what you picture Utopia to look like? This stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Be nice. I like it.
I like it.
About like painted mosaic and tiles. It's just always a nice feel. And the fountains. It's just peaceful. Funnily enough, I firmly believe that this map has like historically had the most chaotic games compared to any others. Like if something weird is going to happen, it's going to happen on this map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
let's embrace that chaos.
Yeah. Get that chaos in. Get that momentum through, Max. It's time to go maximum power, maximum strength, yeah, for both of our teams, because UTS lose this one. It's Macquarie getting their placement in.
And we'll see what they can find as Akame midfield actually loses out on the 50. It's going to be spring up back over to Bath. Good pass into a shot. It's not on target yet. Demo's happening behind Akame. Gonna play up along the sideline. Stimpy now. Chasing it through the corner. Here comes Akame. Here comes a shot, but no goal to be had just yet.
Yeah, no goal to be had as yet. But that can quickly change. Just give it a bit of time. A bit of pace, and we'll see. They can clean up some space here. They are going to be sticking it out for the moment. Nice and a slow here. Stimpy ready, their teammate. Get the pace through now. Booms it through, and UTS are on the board.
I mean, it was open. Baz just put it a little high, but that's okay. Spring Up Pack gets there in time to be able to find the goal. Squishy save need not apply. So on the board, UTS. And now we'll see what happens if the defense can hold. They have a more defensive style. They have a lead. In theory, they should be good, right? But 3 minutes, 30 seconds. It's a lot of time, Matsy, and almost already we're seeing shots on target, but they're not going in.
Yeah, not going in at all. So, we're keen to see how things go down here. How we are going to be able to navigate this one step further. Ooh, as they stick it out. Good pace in the back line. Oh my gosh, that could have been, but it isn't.
It could have been, but it wasn't to be. Not yet, at least. Here we go. Lunar along the side. Stimpy back over to Corp. Wants to play backboard. Lunar's already there, though. Doesn't have the reset. It's Corp instead, but another diving save. And another diving save. Macquarie just can't get past that goal line right now. Again, this is UTS with the lead. It's their wheelhouse. It's where they obviously want to be, is in front, but they play really great goal line defense.
Absolutely. They are just picking it up and putting it down. My word. Huge stuff coming at you there, Max.
That's a tough one to save, though. Let's be honest. That pass was so fast, and it looked like a shot. Not expecting the last second redirect. That is less a mistake on the defense and absolutely much more a great play by the attacking McCrory side.
Absolutely. Really impressive stuff coming through from them there. You know, they've really delivered exactly what they needed to. And now they're all tied up. We'll see if they are going to be able to hold on to it here. Stimpy is pressing this one up nice and close to the goal line, but it is cleaned out.
Yeah, it is good equalizing game, but Akame not done yet. Almost finds a way to get to Lunar Corp, though. Will get the shot, and that's how McCrory takes the lead.
There you go. Just when you think UTS is going to take it one step further, it ain't happening. McCrory are back on deck here. They are feeling good.
That they are right back where they need to be. So here we go, 2-1 game. And, well, the kickoff almost goes against them. Stimpy isn't able to stay with it. Lunar, in fact, trying to find another goal to push their lead further, but they're not going to get it just yet. Pressure, though, still coming. McCrory plays around the corner. Here comes the shot of Kame. Backboard, back to Lunar. It's a 3-1 game.
That it is. 3-1, and they are getting it done right now, driving those goals in with such ferocity. See if they can deliver so much more. They push in deeper and deeper as we continue on.
Yeah, they do. Shots on target, but it's not in. Again, more safe sweet had. Corp now crossing over to Lunar. Spike down. It's a 4-1 lead.
They just keep driving it home, Max, don't they? Just keep ramming their way through, and very eager to see they can find another way to match this pacing. Coming over the top here. Sticking it out. Good push up field. Corp trying their best to torpedo their way through.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying to find it. Not getting it yet. Here we go. Back to the other side. Lunar. Gonna throw it down. Trying to set themselves up. And again, backboard still not in. That shot's gonna come from Akame 5-1. And this is starting to feel like Game 5 in the last series, Madsy, where the team looking to punch their ticket, they're getting it done when it matters most.
They certainly are. Getting it done exactly when it counts here. We'll see. They are going to be able to pace themselves well to take another one out of this. Ooh, good bounce across the line there. Now back towards the goal. This could be good, but UTS are good on the counter-attack themselves. Lunar, nice subtle movement, keeps them online.
And we'll see as, oh, there you go, another pinch goal going Corp's way. Look, I've been paying attention to chat. Ray, who is watching his team punch the ticket to PAX, only been negative, just like complaining about, oh, these goals aren't flashy enough. Oh, Lunar's car is ugly, and just negativity coming from Ray, my man. You're going to PAX. You're 45 seconds away. You're gonna make it. Don't be so down. You can get the clips yourself on stage. You can tell Lunar, oi, change your car on stage as baskets go back the other way.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And yeah, we'll see if they are.
Love Ray, by the way. We're poking a bit of fun because there's a lot of fun being had on the pitch as well right now. At least if you are a fan of this McCrory team, because they are going through.
Hey, you know, be careful what you say, Max. You know, if you're not careful, we could even have Ray on to the end.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I'm going to have so much to answer for. I feel.
We could manifested this into existence now.
Oh, don't worry. Every player probably has a beef with me. 7-2 lead. I was kind of thinking about it a little bit in the last series where I'll just like say something that like in my mind like it's kind of like innocuous, you know, it's not really that big a deal. And then I put myself in the player's position. It's like, oh, wait a minute. That probably came out way worse than it should. Apologies, then. Not apologizing to Ray, though. Here we go. 7 seconds remaining. Flick from Bass is going to be saved on the line by Corp. Akame's already done. He's already celebrating. He ain't moving. This one is over. Macquarie, they're going to PAX.
That they are. They've maxed it out. They are going to PAX. So congratulations to them there. And very impressed with how they played things out tonight. But, you know, we got more good times ahead. This is only the beginning.
It is. I mean, well, I'd say we're halfway through. We're at that halfway point because we have 2 of our 4 teams locked in. We still have 1 more round to play for seeding, and then will come that gauntlet. So, yeah, I guess there's still a lot to come, isn't there? We still got a long way.
Yeah, we still got a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. You know, there's a bit of distance we need to cover there. So, keen to see how things play out throughout the rest of the season, I suppose, leading up towards PAX. But it's great to see, you know, that we already are starting to get, I guess, things locked down, at least at the top. You know, we have certainty starting to form here. So I guess that makes me curious who else is going to be there.
Well, I can tell you from the Quarry team, the lineup that they're sending, I believe it's going to be Lunar, it's going to be Ray, and it's going to be Corp. So will be interesting to see if that team can pull it off. I'm a little bit sad we don't get to see Akame, because I think Akame played very, very well. Like, I would love to see the 4 of them come down and continue their roster swaps, because they all played a part, a strong part in getting there. And I get it, like, it kind of sucks one of them isn't going to be part of that starting 3, but yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, it should be this player, it should be that player. I do think, though, whoever you don't send, you're going to miss, and Akame is one of those players you really miss at LAN.
Yeah, maybe just a bit, you know, maybe a lot, maybe a little, a lot, maybe a lot, you know. Definitely going to be sorely missed, especially after playing out the season with them, you know, building upon that synergy super duper well there, and just, yeah, building up the good vibes, honestly, through the great games that they've been playing. So, yeah, really good stuff coming out there, Max. But, you know, we'll see what LAN has to bring, because, you know, Ray's going to be at LAN. You know, they were reminding you, Max, that they're going to be there. So, be careful. Who knows what kind of gameplay they're going to bring.
Oh, I've set myself up for such failure. It's going to be... We are going to be getting ourselves in a lot, but that's how you like. I like the bed. It's fun. It's going to be a fun time. And speaking of fun times, we're going to get an interview with Corp very, very shortly, as soon as things get set up. And I'm excited. I'm excited to hear from Corp, because I feel like Corp has probably, for better or for worse, received the least amount of praise on the Macquarie team from us. So I think it's time we give him his flowers, give him his due.
That's it. You know, we're gonna give them the full appreciation post there. You know, they're getting the full experience. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to go down. So, keen to get into that once it's fully prepared, everybody. You know, I'm sure we've got some great questions along the way there. And yeah, I guess it's great that we can tap in to the fresh insights, you know, to see how they're feeling about making it for LAN, and I guess what kind of prep they might be looking to make leading up to that, you know, because competition is fierce, you know, especially at the top side of this competition. I think that it's going to be intense.
I still feel like before we had, like, the top 2 teams felt pretty straightforward, but it's the other 2 teams that I still don't know who it's going to be, and I feel like there's 4 teams competing for it.
That's right. And we are going to be seeing lots of competition that come through, just like our interview. Welcome in, Corp.
Hello, how are you?
Looking good, looking very good.
Yep.
Here I was about to congratulate you, exciting, LAN, you made it, fantastic. But then in the background, there's a lemur with a top hat, and it immediately distracted me.
Yeah, why not?
I'm so sorry, but no, forget that. You made it to LAN. Congratulations, going to PAX. How does that feel?
Well, we knew we were going to make it, so no different than it did yesterday. But yeah, pretty good. Already got plans at PAX. Probably going to stay in Melbourne for a week. You know, hang out with some mates, do all that. So looking forward to it.
Excellent stuff. Obviously, it's going to be feeling pretty good to go there and sort of compete in that environment. I mean, you're someone though who's always been like around Twitch chat scene. I see your name pop up everywhere. Someone who likes to get involved and get with it. So then I guess going to a LAN knowing that there's going to be a lot of like-minded Rocket League people. I mean, you already said it yourself. You're staying that extra week. You're really going to try to get yourself involved. Does it make it feel a little bit more special in that regards?
Somewhat. Like seeing them, like seeing all the players, like all people I play with or like know through Rocket League. In person's a bit better than just like online. Like, can't wait to share a room with Ray. You know, have some fun. You know, you know, play GeoGuessr at like 1 a.m. and then realize we have a game the next morning. But yeah, no, it should be fun. Should be fun.
Okay, now look, there may have been some slander thrown that game, Ray's direction. All right, some things may have been said. Personal question. If things get a little messy, do you have my back if this boxing match comes through, which it shouldn't? No, we don't.
No, there's no boxing match. Me and Ray will be playing GeoGuessr. So I won't.
You just keep him playing GeoGuessr all night. That's fine. If you keep him on the GeoGuessr.
Yep. Yeah, rank GeoGuessr.
No. Oh, please go back, watch the VOD. You'll understand. But furthermore from that, I mean, what sort of mentality and like mindset do you have as a team? Like, what are your expectations as a trio now going to this land? Are you still thinking we're going to come there and win? Do you feel like because, you know, the roster mix-ups, I heard Akame might not be able to make it. Does that sort of affect your expectation, or
no?
Where are we sitting?
No, not at all. No? We're winning. Yeah, we're winning. Yeah. No competition. We're winning. So Ray's a gun. Ray's really good. So, you know, shame Akame can't make it, but we're winning. So, yeah.
I always want to hear that confidence right there. That is exciting to hear. You now have, similar to New South Wales, a couple week break before the seeding match. What is the 2 weeks going to look like? Are you going to continue scrimming? Is it time to focus in a bit more on study? Where does this team go for the next 2 weeks?
I don't think we've got a scrim, or will be. I don't know. We've got some, like, we'll probably have a 20 next Wednesday, Champions Road 3s, so that'll, you know, keep us all fresh. Luna's just always good, and it's annoying. So we'll all playing and all that. So I don't know if we've got a scrim or not. We might be getting some before PAX, but we'll have to see. But yeah, no scrims have ever happened in Macquarie.
Oh wait, so were you able to lock down Lunar then for your Team 4 Champions Road? Or is he going to try to run off?
Oh, no. Well, I'm with possibly Kupier and Morse, and then don't know who Ray's going with. But then Luna's probably, I think Luna's with Gus and Pickles.
Yeah, that makes sense. But hey, I'll say, if you're with Morse, that's top 16 at minimum.
Oh, I know.
At minimum.
Morse is
so
great man.
Morse is sick. So you're gonna do well. You're in good hands, is what I'm getting at
Always.
in that one. Any final words that I guess before I send you on, because we're not gonna probably hear from you until possibly PAX.
Yeah, no, I don't have any final words. You know, yeah, just pretty much just gonna win. So just taking it a day at a time. Just focusing on the 20 next week, and then arrive in Melbourne and win, and celebrate with a few beers after. So
yeah, sounds all right. Last question, because now it's becoming a bit of controversy here. Thoughts on Lunar's car?
Oh, it was disgusting. I told him as soon as I saw it, I said, "Get it off."
All right. I had your back, Lunar. I had your back.
I saw it and I just couldn't hit the ball because I just saw this disco ball of a big truck in the side of my peripheral vision. I was like, what am I looking at? So
oh wait, chat's yelling ACL. I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah,
oh no.
I did my ACL, but we don't need to get into that.
Wait, hold on. Chat's demanding to know.
That's it. Well, Thank you so much for coming in, Corp. You know, all you do is win, 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 no matter what. Love the aura there coming at you, and very keen to see it showcased into our future matches. So thanks so much for joining us again, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yep. See you at PAX, boys.
That's it.
Have a good
See you
one.
there. Great stuff coming out there, Max. You know, really good to get some insights from our players as always. You know, really great to see that the energy's high and the confidence leading towards the LAN there. So very excited for what's to come. You know, I think it's going to be great times ahead of us for our players and for the teams just overall. So yeah, really incredible confidence through there.
Season's not done though. We still have to send 2 more teams, and we have 3 weeks to do it, Matsy. Like it's going to heat up, and like I'm serious what I'm saying before. We have 4 teams I think that are serious contenders, but because of the format, every team is still going to be in it, and that's why the seeding is going to be so important next week. Get those last wins, get yourself as high in the gauntlet as possible, because come 2 weeks from now when we get those best of 7s, it's do or die, and there's no more room for mistakes.
That's it. But let's take a look at the result of today's endeavors. You know, we had QUT take away a clean series in the beginning there. Deacon going to be taken out by Griffith in another clean series there. Then that's when it started to all get messy. UNSW and UON 2-3 in favor of UNSW. And our last series of the day, UTS taking on Macquarie. And it was impressive to see them take away the game they did for UTS there. But obviously, Macquarie locking it down in the end. So as a result of these games, let's see the updated standings.
And the big 2 teams are the 2 teams on top. New South Wales and Macquarie, 4-0. Perfect splits so far for them. They will be throwing down on our final day of the Gauntlet playoffs to see who's going to be the number 1 seed in that playoff situation. But outside of that, the race at the top of the ladder, I mean, look, Group B, that's going to be a lot of fun. 2-2-1 teams, something's got to give there. 2-0-3 teams, something's got to give there. And the same can be said over at Group A.
That's it. You know, Group A going to be the way to play there. Going to have our teams locked down and loaded. So great stuff coming through from our teams. Let's take a look at how next week's game is going to look. So we got a UQ taking on UTS to kick off there. Griffith taking on UON to follow up. Latrobe QUT is our 3rd match. And the final one will be Monash coming at you against Deacon. So very excited to see what those matches look like. You know, we got some heat building up.
I mean, the fact that every single match has direct playoff implications, we're not going to get any ties, no tiebreakers. It's either you're winning to get 2nd or you're winning to get 4th in your group. There's no way around it. So every match is for placement. We're going to have a complete picture of the gauntlet at the end of the day. You couldn't ask for much more than that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to see these teams come out there and recognize that, hey, you win now, you don't have to win later.
That's it. You know, win now, don't have to win later. Couldn't have said it better, but you know what does make me feel better? It's our sponsors. So a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Also, a shout out and thank you to Indomie, our noodle partner for this event. Indomie is made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. So try any one of the flavors available from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au.
That's it. Love our sponsors there. Love all their support, and we appreciate them very much. But, you know, tonight's games were awesome, and if you want to check out more AEL action, make sure you check us out on our socials on AU Esports League at X, Instagram, YouTube, all of the different platforms there, Facebook, you name it, we're on it. Make sure you check us out. You know, we got more fun games on their way heading into our future weeks, so make sure you stick around and stay tuned for that heading into the future, because the games are just going to get better and better leading towards that wonderful land. But we're going to be signing off, saying goodnight, goodbye after an amazing night of games. We appreciate each and every one of you for sticking it out and tuning in tonight. 2 teams locked in and more to follow as the weeks progress. We'll see you in the next one.